Yeah, I don't know.
So I say, oh shit. Oh, just stream Minecraft. It's a win-win.
I mean, honestly though, Minecraft or like card games,
Do you want to know something that will
or be an
revoke
e-girl.
my gamer card forever?
It probably won't, but I'll hear it anyway.
I have never beaten Minecraft.
I've never beaten it either.
Alright.
There you go.
Our gamer cards are revoked.
I mean, is it really? Well, like, how do you beat Minecraft? Like, what is
beating the
beating
Ender
Minecraft?
Dragon.
Okay,
Is
I've
it
killed
really
an. I've killed.
considered?
I mean, I've been on a server with people who have killed an Ender Dragon, but I like never killed it with them because like I just never cared to do that. See, Minecraft is one of those games that again you play it like how you want to play it.
I agree.
I don't think you can beat it. Just like World of Warcraft, you can't beat World of Warcraft. You
Yeah,
can't
you
beat
just do
Final
it.
Fantasy.
Yeah. No,
So you
for
can sit there and craft for hours.
the only
or, like,
the only thing for Minecraft is that there is a credit scene if
Oh,
you
is there?
beat the Ender Dragon. Yeah. So
Ah,
it's
okay.
considered the end
end, I
and
guess.
beating the game if you beat the End Dragon.
Hmm.
And that's what I mean. Like I've played Minecraft. I played lots of Minecraft. That's not true. I haven't even played lots of Minecraft. I've played bits of Minecraft, but I've never.
You know what?
I haven't
Okay.
even fought the
What
End
is the
Dragon.
top game on Twitch right now?
Is Among Us still up there?
I don't know.
I know
Games like that always die quickly. Like, what was that other one where you had a bunch of people and you had to go through like an obstacle course? What was it called? Like,
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. That's right.
Yeah.
Fall Guys is still. Fall Guys has its niche though, and I think Among Us is better in highlight reels.
I mean,
YouTube.
I've never played Among Us before in my entire life. It's not my cup of tea for a game. If I was gonna play a game like that, I'd play like Deceit or something.
So we got.
I don't think I've seen Deceit.
Deceit's free to play on Steam. It's basically Town of Salem, but you have like monsters versus like people and like survivors, and you're in like abandoned research facilities in like the snow or like a haunted like asylum and shit like that. So it's like it's pretty it's like more horror than it is like strategy, I guess. Like Among Us is more about like it's more of a party game. Deceit, I think, is more like along the lines of I mean, it's still kind of a party game, I guess, but like you can queue up with randos and stuff like that. So it's I don't know if you can do that in Among Us, but
you can queue up with randos, yeah. But the thing that made the game popular was the
like groups of streamers doing it together, right?
Yeah, or at least groups of friends. And I definitely say it's a lot more fun being in a Discord call and actually being able to talk to the other people I'm playing with than
Yeah, that's what we
trying
used to do with Deceit too.
text.
Yeah, I agree. It's basically the same as Deceit, but you get like guns and stuff, so you have to like kill the. You have to like there's actually like a combat system. It's not like, oh, this person just instantly kills you. It's like you have a chance to like wound the people like when they're monsters. And so the way it works is like you have a daytime phase where like everyone is like their normal selves trying to like get trying to get like power supplies into this thing to open the door. And then after that, after you open the daytime, there's like a nighttime when the monsters can opt to transform into monsters. Now the monsters have to like go around and get blood bags, and only monsters can drink the blood bags to get like power for their monsters. So if you see somebody drinking a blood bag, you know that's a monster, but you have to convince everyone else. So the way that it works is if you shoot somebody and kill them, for example, or down them, I guess, right? Then everyone else has to do damage to them while they're downed to like vote on whether they get out or not. So, like, so it's like there's like a voting system mixed in with like an actual combat system. So it's pretty interesting. Like me and a few of my friends played it a few times, and it's one of those games that you definitely don't want to play alone. because it's kind of boring to just like be with randos.
Mhm.
But it only takes 6 people to play it. There's 4 survivors and 2 monsters, so
It reminds me of what was like came out and then died, where it was like you had a team of like people played monsters and people were like the hunters. I don't remember what it was called.
oh, I know what you're
God.
talking about. I know what you're talking about, and I can't
It
think of it.
released, and then it was hype, and then it just died, and that was it. It was gone, and I can't think of what it's called. Shit.
I know what you're talking about, and it had like really good graphics for the time. Like, they put a lot of money into it.
Mhm. I don't think I've ever saw
I
that.
don't remember what it was called. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah, it's something like Monster or something like that. Like, it's like a one-word
Evolve.
title.
Evolve.
Evolve, that's
That's
what
what
it
it
is.
was.
Evolve, yes.
Yes.
And then like based on like you could like improve your guy like on the go, like by eating certain things and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just sort of died. It released, and then it just died.
Well, I mean, games like that tend to
Which,
die
yeah.
because like once the new one comes out, that's why like Fall Guys, for example, is like it did really well and they made hay while the sun shined, but now like people have moved on because the concept is so simple that like a lot of people will get into it, but they'll get bored easy.
Yeah.
Right? So it's basically, can we sell enough copies of this game
For it
to like make us money? And then
Or-
like after
or,
that
like,
it's like,
have
you know,
enough
we need something else.
microtransactions to like, you know.
right, to make it worthwhile, right? Exactly.
Yeah. So, alright,
If you
hold up.
guys like those games, I think the new one closer to that vein is called Project Winter. I don't know if you guys have seen
I feel
that.
like I've heard of it. But my recollection of the words Project Winter don't associate with a video game in my recollection of that word.
Mm.
Oh god.
Like I feel like that was like one of the name, like my recollection is telling me that like that was the name of like one of the dumb operations that they had in like the Jason Bourne series.
Probably.
I mean, like Jason Bourne was Treadstone, but for some reason, like it sounds like something I've seen in like a spy movie or something.
Yeah.
It's like a random throwaway operation game in like one line, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just chatting is the top thing on Twitch, of course.
Makes sense.
Of course. League is next.
That makes sense as well.
GTA 5 is after that. Which is
I'm actually genuinely surprised that Dota 2 is not more popular than it is, even still.
It used to be so popular, and then I just haven't seen it anywhere.
Well, one of the things about Dota 2 compared to League is Dota 2 has a way higher skill cap and a way lower skill floor.
Mm-hmm.
I've played Dota 2 like way back, like the Oz and the Griv tried to get me to play Dota 2 because I played League, right? And they were like, "You'll like Dota 2."
Really, it's the same
like-
concept.
Yeah, they're like, it's the same concept, but like each individual like hero in Dota having its own like turn speed and like missile speed like actually mattering for like CS, and the fact that you can kill your own CS to deny CS and kill your own towers to deny tower gold from people, and when you die and you lose gold, it was like, oh my god, if I make one mistake, like it's just over, like I can't do anything, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brief stint I played of Dota, which is like the solid 3 games. Yeah, it's just too much.
Like
I can barely play League, so
yeah, if I was good at Dota, like, and wanted to put in the effort into like being good at Dota, I think it would be a better game than League, just because like how much you can punish an opponent.
yeah, like you have the options.
Right, like you can, yeah, like if you're good enough, you can heavily make your lane more favorable, right? But it's just it's so hard to get to that point because it feels so unrewarding to just lose your game like so one-sidedly until you like get good that it's like, it's not worth it. That's why like Here's the Storm was great when it came out too, for the same reason. Is like it was like your whole team leveled up, so even if you got shat on in your lane, right?
Yeah.
Like your team level was always the same. So like, I mean, now that's obviously a catch-22 because then like once you get good at the game and you've got shitters on your team, and then like you're
It's
3
just
levels
like-
behind because they've just inted the entire time. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Heroes of the Storm actually quite a bit. I played a decent amount of it.
The nice thing about Heroes is that you get like meaningful lore characters. I've found
Yeah.
like
No, I could
to
agree with that.
play as the Lich King is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never played Heroes.
And like the fact that the maps were like actually different, and there was like objectives on each map was pretty interesting in my opinion.
Right, and like not every map was good for every champion. But like
No,
let's
you
say
had
like
to
let's say
pick and choose.
like Kalefoss, for example, is insane and always has been insane. But he's not really good on maps where you can split push because he's a team fighter.
Mhm.
So he's like a really strong character, but you can win against him even if their team gets fed just by like playing the map. So like if you pick Kalefoss on a map like if you pick a Kalefoss on a map like oh, I forget what it's called. Like the one, you know, the one where you have the objective is to get like the cannons to shoot from the
Oh yeah.
I
from
have
the
yeah,
middle,
no
but
idea
you
what
can't
they're talking
actually like kill the core. You just have to do enough damage to it with like the cannons by controlling
I
towers.
don't remember which map it was. Not the pirate map.
No,
It's
not the pirate map. Like it was like you couldn't even get into the enemy's base. Like it would just instantly kill you if you got into their base. Like not even like their
Hmm.
fountain, basically. I forget what it's called.
I
The
vaguely
one with the
remember
pumpkin
it.
soldiers. You know the one with the pumpkin soldiers?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Like, if you picked Kalefoss in that one, like, yeah, great, because you don't need to really do any sieging. Like, it's all team fights, right? So
It's just- yeah.
he shines there. But then when you get a map like the one where you get the pirates to shoot, it's like, yeah, there's team fights, but like,
But it's not as big.
like a
it's
split
like-
pusher could easily, like outmaneuver the Kalefoss if he's good, and not even
Yeah,
have to
or-
deal with him.
What was the other
But a
map?
skilled
The
applicant.
Dragonheart? I'm trying to remember.
What?
'Cause that was also split push.
Which
We
one?
had like the Dragonheart where you had to like
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Dragon Shrine, or Dragon
That's it,
Shrine, or something like that.
somewhat,
And then let's see, there was Blackheart Bay, which was the
which is the pirate one.
pirate one, and then there was
I don't remember the other ones. It's been so long.
what was the Ancient Shrine, I think, was the one with the Egyptian things, like the desert one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then there was the one with the spiders that you would summon. I can't remember the name of that one though.
Spiders.
Remember where like you turned in the gems, and then the spiders would descend from the thing based on who turned in the gems first?
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
were in like
yeah.
you were in like a Egyptian undercity almost kind of thing.
Yeah, no. I remember right now. I think you said the spider part.
Yeah, and then there was what was the other original ones? They added some new ones, and some of the new ones were actually really good, like the one to go to the one to where you were fighting in Ultric Valley. That one was really good.
I
had
played that one.
Yeah, that's one of the new ones. You
Because I hadn't played in a long time.
the objective is you have to like, help out the like captured like warriors basically, and then whoever like frees their side's warriors, so like one of them plays for the Horde, one of them plays for the Alliance, and whoever frees their soldiers first gets like additional units to run down the lanes.
Oh, interesting.
It's a pretty like that to me is like a more interesting thing than like this dragon gives buff.
Yeah, and like the
Which is still more
champions-
interesting than this dragon give gold. Every dragon
yeah.
give gold.
And like all the champions in like Heroes you could use were like fairly different, and like they didn't just limit themselves to like human-esque stuff.
True.
Mhm.
They started one on the blocks because didn't they add they had a Deathwing, didn't they?
They did.
Recently,
Yes.
like legit just Deathwing. Wing, not even like human Deathwing. They just straight up.
Yeah, it's just him as a dragon in his aspect form. The
Nice.
most recent is the Hogger, and he
Oh,
was
really?
insane when he came out. He was insane. The Grim was playing it. And one of he's basically like Wile E. Coyote mixed with like the Tasmanian Devil as a character. Like that's
That sounds
basically his
amazing.
character type. Like his passive is he throws like a loot horde that like just like blocks off an access terrain, and then like one of his abilities, he turns himself into like a tornado basically, and just like bounces off terrain and does damage to anyone he touches.
So
But
literally Tasmanian Devil.
dude, I'm like it's literally Wile E. Coyote and Tasmanian Devil like turned into one character. Like I'm not kidding. Like it's the most accurate description. Like one of his things, he throws a boot filled with dynamite.
This so
Like,
good.
yeah, like it's pretty flavorful too. Like honestly, because that's what the Hogger would be like realistically.
Yeah.
But anyway, when he first came out, so he uses rage, right? And based on his rage, he gets more damage. But then when he uses abilities, it consumes rage, right? So like but he doesn't need like his abilities don't cost rage; it consumes rage to empower them, basically. And so what happened was, if you were at full rage and you used the Tasmanian Devil thing, the Griv got it to a point where they were 3 levels behind, okay, in this game. So they should have lost every team fight. But his Tasmanian Devil Whirl thing was doing 450 damage every 0.1 second that he was on top of somebody. 0.1 second. So in a second, he did like literally 4,500 damage, which is like enough HP to kill Kael'thas twice at like level 15.
It's insane. And you go in like a small area and do that. And
Right, like you go into the jungle and you just bounce around and just be like, "Yo,
it's ridiculous.
sorry, bud, but you don't get
I
to
was
play
going to play the game again. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I have it installed and I play it every now and again.
I should
And
because it's enjoyable.
there's an ARAM mode now too, which basically the way that it works is like you have, so you find a match. It tells you what map it is. There's no objectives on the side of the map, but there is still like limited jungle basically, and it's only one lane, of course.
Yeah.
But you get a choice of 3 heroes. So each person on your team gets a choice of 3 different heroes. So you might get like Deathwing, Rexar, and Uther, right? So you can pick one of those based on like what the rest of your team picks for the comp.
Yeah.
You can, so it's not like League where like one team gets like Xerath and Ziggs and it's just over.
Yeah.
It's like you can at least somewhat build a team,
which is better.
Yeah,
opinion.
that's good.
It makes
finally got into the game, by the way.
It makes it playable, basically. Okay, hold on. I need your opinions. Okay, we'll do a voting system, and I will be the tiebreaker here.
Okay.
So tell me again, which house is plotting against me? House Briarbane, House Primrose, House Darkvein, House Sourwine, House Duskmire, or House Sinfang? Which do you guys think?
I know what none of this means, but sour wine is the only one I can remember.
Briarbane, Primrose, Darkvein, Sourwine, Duskmire, and Sinfang.
Yeah, sour wine's still the one that sticks out to me, so I'm gonna stick with it.
And Pizzo, who do you think it is?
Primrose. Sounds
Primrose?
like a bunch of like fun
I picked sour wine on my paladin, so I'm gonna have to go with Primrose this time. Of course.
I have no idea what this is for, so
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Is it a world quest or just?
No, it's part of the Venthyr campaign. When you're trying to get all of the all the harvesters on your side. The Harvester of Desire. You have to you basically have to, because all she does is throw parties where like the counts and duchesses and viscounts and all them show up. You basically just have to go talk to a bunch of like lords and ladies at a party and be like, yo, like who's plotting against, and like all of them are basically, they just give you like no information, or like the information they give you is like just like totally counter to like the information that somebody else gave you, so like there's no right answer for it, but like the woman just wants to know. She's like, whoever it is, and then you're like, yeah, it's house whoever, and then she's like, just as I thought. Go dispatch that person. So then you have to go to the party and you have to find whoever is from that house and you just kill them.
Nice.
10 out of 10 wild questing right there.
The Venture campaign is easily the best. Like honestly, like these guys are just drinking like wine in like a vampire like neighborhood. And they're like, yo, by the way, like I'm gonna kill you for asking me that question. Like some of them I'm like, do you know who is plotting against the Harvester of Desire? And the person's like, you have the audacity to ask that question of me? And then they try to kill me. I'm like, I'm just here doing my job. Like,
So good.
Well, you're not supposed to do your job, don't you know?
apparently.
The Night Fae one is literally just, shit's wrong with the forest? I better go fix it. It's literally just Night Fae. In a nutshell.
And then halfway through, one zombie comes up and he's like, hey man, come to the other side. They be doing some funky things over there.
God, Born Zombie is literally the best WoW NPC or character, and nobody can change my mind.
I mean, he really, like, he's the total opposite of the Loa that he's supposed to represent.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like he's the Loa of death, and yet he's like the most lively person.
He's like the most chill dude. He's like someone you could see at a bar and be like, bro, just come get a drink. Like, it's fantastic. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm doing. I was playing Paladin for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh no, the only dungeon I have to do is Aurum Vale. I don't want to do that dungeon. It's shitty. It's like, oh, what if we put all the ads in this tiny corner in the first room?
Ah, yes. I mean, honestly, that's kind of good, because, like, if you got mad AoE, you can just blow them up, but...
Well, and the sludge that's in that part of the also debuffs you. So, it's literally the worst designed dungeon in this game, and nobody can change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not enjoyable. I mean, it's not the next two dungeons where it's literally unskippable cutscenes, but... God. So where are you at, Evan? I don't remember. It's been a while.
I'm doing more Hildebrand stuff. We were doing that.
I was just doing whatever. I wasn't even doing anything important.
I know.
Let's see. Do I have anything to do story-wise? I guess so. I can go do that. See if my game crashes this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the top. It's not even like a crash where I know what happens. It just crashes. It's a ridiculous thing. I guess that's what I get for buying an AMD graphics card.
Okay, I'm gonna queue up again for Sanguine Depths now that I'm done this part of this campaign, and I'm totally refreshed. Okay, what are the odds I get the weapon this time?
100%.
I'm gonna give you like a solid 50%.
50%. Okay.
You're gonna get it.
Dude, if I get it, I will do unspeakable things to you.
You see that like it's a bad thing, Dylan.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is like I will tenderly love him.
Oh, thank you.
You're gonna get it.
Skip this cutscene because I don't care. I'm sure it's important to the plot of this patch, but I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, hold on. I'm halfway through the queue, waiting on 1 DPS. Did they accept or did they not?
Now they're gonna back out.
10 seconds left. Whew.
Come on, dude. Hit accept.
I mean, I have instant queues as a tank, so.
Oh yeah. I swear the DPS don't queue because they get up because the queue lines are too long. It's like, oh, I'll go do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we didn't get in. The DPS never accepted.
That's probably what it is. Because I admit I'm guilty of it. I've got up and been like, oh, I'll just go do something else. How am I talking to? Let's go back here.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not shocked that Owen isn't relating.
You know what game that I'm still waiting to release, or even just more information about?
Which game?
Pokemon Unite.
Didn't they just release like a trailer or something, like a teaser the other day? Sure, one of the guys in my guild
Did they?
he sent me a video of it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he goes, it's Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon MOBA.
Like, who thought that was a good idea? Somebody.
I mean, it'll probably make a ton of money.
Oh yeah, in China.
Yeah. I don't know. I just searched Pokemon Unite on YouTube, and there's like all the videos are from 6 months ago.
Well, he sent me one the other day and goes, are you excited? And I was like, for what? I don't know if it was an old one, because like I turned it on for like a second and realized it was
just
Pokemon and went, eh.
It probably was. No, like, I know it's gonna be bad. I still want to play Pokemon MOBA.
I can't see it being good. And I'm sure it'll make a shit ton of
I'm
money.
gonna.
I can't see it being good. That's the problem.
Here's the thing. If I have to buy it, no, I'm not buying it. But if they do the League model where like all you buy are cosmetic stuff, then yeah, I'll play it. Why would I not play a free game? At least for a little bit.
True, yes.
I mean, that's a fair point.
What else is here with Pokemon?
Yeah,
Oh, they're doing
why not give it a try?
Like a Katy Perry to do some type of collab was what I seen on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that's about.
It went through my Twitter feed, and I'm like, what is this? Why?
Yeah, Katy Perry and Pokemon. What
Right.
anniversary is it? 30th? 25th? No,
we
it's
need to do something
yeah, it's
for the anniversary.
yeah. This year's the Pokemon's 25th anniversary.
God, it's been
So
around
like
now.
new Pokemon Snap.
Hmm.
I'd imagine Pokemon Unite. Possibly some kind of remake or surprise Sword and Shield DLC.
Dude, I know. I didn't even play the last DLC. to be
Yeah.
honest.
I started shiny hunting Registeel and haven't walked any farther into the area.
Oh, I just literally haven't touched it. Right after I played it, I just haven't touched the Switch since.
Yeah.
Freaking. But I don't know, I just haven't had the motivation to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. There's no way they balance Pokemon Unite though. Like,
Oh, it'll just be how many cool Pokemon can we show in this game so people buy it.
Like, somehow they're gonna make Charizard broken and never fix it.
Sounds about right.
How do I get...
Well, you know what it is their 4 abilities are gonna be like their like main abilities that you would like expect to be on that thing, and then certain abilities are just gonna be better than other abilities.
Yeah.
Flamethrower is gonna be insane for AoE. You already know it's gonna be insane. And then like Fire Blast, ultimate, like yeah, sorry, like
It's like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, I don't...
versus like Tackle. Like, ow, dude, my fucking magic card does anything.
Yeah, they did show a little bit of the gameplay, and it seems like every playable Pokemon has like 1 or 2
Like gimmicks.
moves. Yeah. So I forget who, but one of them had like a basically Galio alt dash into stun. Might have been Snorlax. That would kind of make sense with like Body Slam. But like there's only like 10 Pokemon, I think. And at the like 6 months ago, only 5 were even playables. 5 or 6 were playable, so like it was 2 teams fighting each other with the same people.
Also, I didn't get the weapon.
Ah,
Dang.
I did get a BOE green cloth helmet though. That's utterly useless.
nice.
Mhm.
Very based. What was I gonna say? Oh, speaking of mobile games, whatever happened to Diablo Immortal?
There was actually just a release not too long ago about it,
Oh, really?
and I can't remember what it was. It was like an update, like a gameplay update or something.
Because I just remember that don't you guys have phones name, and then that was like it. That's all I know about the game.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself now, but it actually looks like decent. Like you know how
Oh,
like
no,
mobile
I'm not
games,
saying it looks
you know how mobile games though you're like the advertisement is totally duplicitous when it comes to like whether the game actually looks anything like that or plays anything like that.
Yeah.
Like the Immortal game, like it doesn't look bad, and the gameplay is matches
actual
up to
gameplay.
all of the like trailers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So like
Mhm.
it actually looks like a decent mobile game.
Oh no, I'm not saying it'll be bad per se, but like, this is funny. That's just the only thing I remember about it.
Yeah.
I don't know who at Blizzard thought that would be the way. I mean, I guess like the problem with Blizzard is that they're so focused on the Chinese market that like
Yeah.
mobile games make sense to them for that particular reason.
Mhm.
hmm Which is unfortunate, but like, not surprising.
Well, especially because like Diablo, like as a game, like should not even be allowed in China. Just
Oh,
based
yeah.
on like the way that like have you seen some of the edits they had to make for the Chinese version of WoW?
No, I've never really
No.
looked into it. I know there's some pretty crazy one stuff.
So in Skolamons, when they revamped it, they changed it to have like a bunch of like basically the way that the dungeon is that you're going in to kill like, a guy who is like in charge of making it like super like instead of because it used to be like a school, right? Like it used to be like a wizard school, and then it became like a necromancer type thing because it was like plagued by the undead, right? So it's like remnants of that essentially. And one of the areas in it, there's like a whole bunch of like guys that like are putting together like flesh golems essentially. And so there's a bunch of like unused body parts and like your typical like ribs with meat sticking out on them, like just on tables with these guys that are called Krastanovian butchers, right? And basically like their shtick is like, yeah, we're like butchering people to like turn them into like flesh golems. Anyway, the Chinese version, all of these like ribs and bones and like all these like body parts are just loaves of bread because they're not allowed to show bones,
Yeah.
right? So
That
you've got a bunch of tables with where
loaves of
these
bread.
these giant flesh golems everywhere, and there's just massive loaves of bread all over the tables.
That's honestly hilarious.
So
Well, I know
like,
they
what
had
are they
this-
gonna do with Diablo? Like,
Yeah,
pretty
like
gory game.
I know they had to censor the trailer, I think, for Diablo Immortal. Like, it was all the skulls were taken out, and like anything like that is gone. So I don't know what they're gonna do. And I honestly don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Hmm.
And then, like, Overwatch 2 exists, I think.
Yeah,
Nobody really
I don't
knows.
think it exists right now, but I think it's in the making.
Probably. But,
Which apparently is just like a PvE version of Overwatch.
yeah, it's just supposed to be a story, I think.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, though. Yeah. I should start watching the quintessential quintuplets, because I read the manga. And I
Have
still
you
need-
seen season 1?
No,
Oh, dude, it's so good.
but I seen a clip of season 2 today, and I was like scrolling through Facebook.
Oh, dude,
And I'm like, that
season
should
2
probably
so
watch.
far has been pretty disappointing compared to season 1, but it's gonna pick up. I know it.
Well, I know the manga had that like, tiny bit where it was kind of like slow, and then it picked up. I really enjoyed the manga, to be honest. I mean, it kind of sucks knowing the ending, but like, what can you do?
I know. Although the way they're getting to the ending, the way they get to the ending, I think is way more important than the actual ending itself. Like I know how it ends. Like I know who the girl is. Like I mean,
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the time when I read it, it was a shock. I was like, really? Like, this is... Okay.
you know, like I was a shock to me because the way they built it up made it seem like it was somebody that was definitely not her.
Yeah, no, I know. I had the same reaction.
Wait, Evan, do you care if we spoil it? Because I
Nope.
feel like okay, so the fact that it's Yotsuba is like it was
Yeah,
predictable once you knew it. It's like it wasn't surprising, but like the way that they had gone about like who it was gonna be, like up until then, made it seem like it wasn't gonna be Yotsuba.
No, because like the way they did the flashbacks and like connected like to whoever it was in the flashback, it's like, oh, why would it be Yotsuba? Like it doesn't connect to the character they're portraying, right?
Right, 100%. But then the way that what gave it away for me as not being so bad was the emphasis they put on him not being able to tell them apart, even though they were clearly like tellable apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which yeah, I guess looking back on it, yeah, that does
Like
make
that to
sense.
me was what made it seem that like all of them would be believable because like it was so focused on making it seem that like there was no way to tell.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Aside from like the small quirks that each one has.
Right.
Well, it's small quirks, but like
Yeah, they're
Visual-
different
visual.
personalities.
Yeah. Which I think is part of the
Hey,
reason
I
why,
just
like,
got it, boys. I just got
yeah.
it. Now I need to do all that again to get a second one.
Oh, shoot, dual wield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know, like honestly, I you know, I do a lot of things for this game that I probably shouldn't do for this game, especially because like we want to raid, all of us, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't have faith, but
Oh, you could say it.
I have
I won't be offended.
I have a feeling that that there's gonna be like 50% of our raid team that's committed, and the other 50% are gonna meme and gray parse the whole
Ooh.
time. So I'm going to end up having to like pull like fucking insane things out of my ass to be able to like make sure that it happens. Like I'm gonna have to cheese
Yeah.
every boss. So when we get in there, I want to make sure that I actually have gear to be able to cheese every boss, so that we're like, oh yeah, we all succeeded, and then I'm there like just drenched in sweat on the end of my computer going, what a workout that was.
It's bad because I know it's believable. Oh my god.
Like there were fights when we were doing dungeons earlier. Like there were like in almost every dungeon, I'm trying to out heal the healer as a tank, and in a lot of cases, I've succeeded. And these are people that are like actually healing, like not terrible players. So
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's. I think we're gonna owe any success we have to like probably me, you, Donnie, Nick, and Gavin, and everyone else is basically like along for the ride.
Yeah. I mean, Ty's been doing pretty good with Feral, but I don't know how Feral stacks.
Yeah,
up
okay,
with
yeah,
Raid
but
today.
so here's the thing, right? Is he's leveling still, so he doesn't have
True.
to actually commit any time to getting gear and to like getting conduits and doing Torghast to get his legendary and like knowing the fights and like. I mean, a 60-second dungeon fight is very different, DPS wise, from a 7-minute raid boss.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you have a bunch of rotations you have to go through of cooldowns. You have like timings you have to meet. You have mechanics you have to do, like all that stuff, right? Like in these dungeons, you can basically just sit behind Gore Grind and just like blast into them for 60 seconds and just everyone's gonna look good doing that.
Yeah.
So like I mean. Ty's the type of person who's like probably not going to put enough effort into it to make his character like actually good.
No,
Because
you know what?
like
Yeah,
knowing
I
your
can.
character is one thing, but like if you don't have gear, like sure,
And you.
skill is like more important than gear, but like you can only do so much with the tools you're given, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Ty will just end up fishing in Final Fantasy, which isn't a bad thing. But
Right, like I mean I'm not you know shit talking the guy or anything like that,
No,
but I'm
no,
just saying that like when it comes to raiding, like there's gonna be a level of there's gonna be 2 levels of player in our raid group. The ones that like want to do the content and the ones that think that the content is trivial enough that they don't have to do anything and then get carried by the people that want to do the content because they've gone
like
raiding.
I don't expect the raid to be easy by any means of the imagination. If you were taking me through like a raid from BFA, you know, maybe I'd say, okay, this might be a little bit easier, but like, it's a current raid, so
Yeah.
like, I have the expectation that we'll probably screw up and it'll take a lot longer than people expect.
I mean, the mechanics themselves aren't difficult. The problem is that this raid is tuned differently than all other raids have been. Like this one is like almost entirely a numbers check on every fight. Well,
Oh,
not
it's
every
just
fight,
straight
but a
up.
lot of fights.
It's a straight up DPS.
Right, and healing and tanking.
Yeah.
It's just
And
like,
tanking.
can people do the numbers? Can people pull enough DPS for us to not die to this mechanic? Like, oh, they do a stacking debuff that does damage over time, and they do a stacking debuff that does damage over time, and it's only wiped when you phase them. While they phase at health percentages, can we kill them fast enough that the dog doesn't kill us? While
I
also
see
doing
where
the
it's going.
mechanics.
Sounds like
Dark-
fun though.
Yeah, I mean, like, Dark Vein constantly does AoE damage that ramps up over the fight. Can we kill her before it gets to a point where it's like 4,000
Right.
damage a second to everyone in the raid?
Jesus. Yeah. Like, can you do your rotation?
Right, while also doing the
Well,
mechanics. Like, we're
yeah.
gonna need somebody to empty vials, and they're gonna need to know when to empty the vials on Dark Vein. We're gonna need people to go out and do the orbs, and when they get the orbs, they need to know what they need to do with the orbs. Right, and while at the same time also continuing to do DPS. Like, if you're a ranged DPS, right, that's a great time to use your instant cast spells and just spam them, even if it's not efficient in your rotation, because at
Yeah,
least it's
it's
some
still-
damage rather than no damage.
Mhm.
Right, it's stuff like that. It's like, are we gonna be able to do the mechanics and DPS enough
Yeah.
and not have like 3 DPS, a tank, and a healer all like alive at the end of every fight, and everyone else is dead, and we're just basically like cheesing the mechanics at the end. Like when we killed Artificer on heroic, we had, I think, like 6 people alive out of a raid of 11,
Mhm.
because we just like, and there were no tanks alive, there was 1 healer alive, and they just kited the boss around the room for like 30 seconds while they killed him the last like 4% they needed.
Jesus.
Right, like it, like by no means is that clean. Like that should not be a boss kill. Like that is not a
No,
boss
no.
kill. That's like
No, you should all at least be.
I mean, maybe one person dead and one person because they sacrificed themselves for a mechanic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, we'll see, I guess.
I mean, if we're only doing normal, then like it doesn't really matter because like again, like 4 people easily.
Easily cleared.
I mean,
Yeah.
not easily, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah. Like, it's doable.
4 people being alive at the end means like there's at least a chance.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it'll go. Find out.
Yeah.
I mean, we could all just stand in Borealis Harbor.
I mean, true. Like, I mean, that's the thing. It's like I don't mind if we do like M0s with the boys. Like, I'm here to play with the boys.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
yeah.
if we set a goal for ourselves to be like clearing the raid, everyone should have that goal in mind and striving to do what they can to make that goal achievable.
Mhm.
And if they're not, then like, you know, there's a good chance I'm gonna alt F4 on the first raid until people like get their gear. Because like,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm putting in effort to try and get gear so that I can like play my spec and not hold anyone back, then like,
Then why shouldn't
yeah,
anyone
why-
else? No,
why
I
should you-
get it.
why should you be able to hit 60 that day, be 146 item level, doing like 1,000 DPS, and then you get loot, and I don't? Like,
Mhm.
No, that makes sense.
not to be elitist or anything, but like, I mean, I think the people that deserve the loot should get the loot. Like that's always it should be.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
makes sense.
it makes sense to me. Great stuff. More stuff.
And I've gotten insanely good at doing these first like 5 pulls before the first boss of this dungeon.
Which dungeon?
Sanctum Depths.
Oh, the same one, yeah.
The worst part is it's the worst dungeon in the entire game, but it drops 2 weapons.
Mhm.
So like, normally I'd full clear it just to take a chance at the second weapon, but if I'm gonna full clear a dungeon, I'll just do Plagfall, which has my best weapon.
Yeah.
Because this dungeon is absolutely miserable.
Is it the red interest one?
Yeah, it's the one where you're like indoors in like the castle, like catacombs.
Oh, yeah. I think I watched Will do that dungeon.
Also, I'm pretty sure at this point, like I've gotten to a point where, like, I don't even need to look at my screen to be able to do this first boss. I just know when I need to do anything. It's like the timing, like vicious headbutt, are the same every time.
Yeah.
You know you've been doing something for a long time when you don't even have to look at what you're doing to do it anymore.
True.
Hey, and there's the second glaive, dude. There it is. Easy.
Nice.
Dude, easy.
Very nice.
Easy.
Very nice.
Oh, 30 runs later. Easy.
Get yourself a drink, Dallas.
You just needed some extra luck from us.
God.
Ugh. Only took me like 4 hours of fucking gameplay. Oh, shit.
But hey, you got it. And that's the important part.
Yep, now I'm 181 item level. I went up 5 item levels just by equipping those 2 items.
Nice.
God.
So, you'll love to see it.
Can't say it's a bad thing. I'll check. The brief for this is fine.
Imagine having a portable pocket dimension.
I mean, it would be dope.
You know how useful that would be?
Don't you have to go upstairs? Pull shit out of the pocket dimension. I'm done.
I'd fill it with waifus, to be honest.
Only top tier.
Did you ever watch To Love Ru?
Oh God, I know what it is. I've never watched.
Like that ancient one from like 2009
From
or
what,
something like that?
2008?
Well, I
Something
mean,
like
the most recent season was like 2015 or something like that. Like they did like 4 seasons and like 8 OVAs for it. But
Yeah,
anyway, Momo and Nana both have like pocket dimensions where they like store their like space creatures and space flora.
Mm-hmm.
I picture my pocket dimension like that. Just filled with, instead of like weird space creatures, it's like waifus.
Yeah, I've heard of the show, but I've never actually watched it.
I want to recommend it, but it's basically hentai.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I know about it.
Like
Is it
season one, it was like fan service, and then season 2 and 3 and 3.5, I guess it's not really a. There's like, so it goes the normal season, then Motto, then Darkness second. So it's not really like a 4th season, but it. Yeah, after the first season, it's just gratuitous nudity.
Ah. So it's like High School DxD, but worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although they actually go from it being like a like one individual like so the first season is kind of sitcom-y in the sense that like each episode has its own story, and by the end of it, it's like back to like square one, basically. Whereas like from season 2 onward, there's like a full story
That's like an override.
that they like do throughout the entirety of the season.
sorry, I'm just watching anime now instead of playing Final Fantasy.
Nice.
It's not a bad thing.
By
Yeah,
which
but
I mean,
what are you watching? That's
just this cutscene is full anime now.
oh, I see.
Well, you just hit. I mean, I'll give Final Fantasy props. The cutscenes in this game are damn good.
Did you ever do the last Manderville Hildebrand quest?
I haven't touched Hildebrand since last time.
Okay.
I've literally been doing the story.
It takes quite a turn.
Oh, has it actually become a serious plot point, or is it just
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, doesn't help that Hildebrand is basically dead at the moment, so everyone else can take the situation seriously. But this Godbert went full hammer time in this cutscene.
Honestly, I almost think the side plots in this MMO are sometimes better than the main plot.
Mm-hmm. And it's back to ridiculous.
Yeah, sure. I don't remember. Dallas, did you ever watch Sekiro?
Wait, what is it? Say it?
Sekiro?
No.
Oh god. I think it's Ty that I talked about showing. Because
It
he was
must
the only
be
person.
not me.
Is the only person who remembered it. No, it was Ty who brought it up. And he's like, do you remember the show where this dude basically collects waifus and has a battle royale or some shit?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, and I don't think I'd watch it because it's old, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's fairly old, like probably around the same time frame as
Because I'm pretty sure I went to watch it one time, and then it like the quality on GoGo was just so bad that I was like, I'm not watching. Like I actually watched Orange, the anime, dubbed instead of subbed because the quality was so bad on the sub that I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Which is too bad because, like, honestly, like dubbed anime is just
Yeah, there's very few that I think are fantastic.
like I watched the Azur Lane anime dubbed, but only because like the way that they did Azur Lane was that like the ships that were part of Eagle Union had like American accents. The ships that were part of like the Iron Cross had German accents,
Mhm.
right? And the ships that were part of the Royal Navy had British accents. So it was like it was more thematic, I guess, in that sense,
Yeah,
flavorful.
which
Whereas,
is a good thing.
yeah. So like that I don't mind. Like that I don't mind, but generally speaking, dubbed anime is.
Yeah, there's very few that I'd say dub is better. Like Cowboy Bebop, I think the dub is better. Trigun, I'd say Trigun dub is better. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball dub's I think better. But like that's really it.
Mm.
And mostly the reason you like Dragon Ball is
It's nostalgia.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like it's the
Yeah.
same with like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I wouldn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh unless it was dubbed, but that's because like
You
back in the
grew
day,
up with it.
right, exactly. Same with like Pokemon, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
although I have to say one thing that like was really good was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like for a
Yes.
Western anime, like that was actually
No, it was super good. I still consider it probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like most of the time dubs have just as much effort and love put into them as the original, but then you get, every once in a while, you get those really shitty ones, and it just completely casts the whole thing into the depths again of what's better.
Like, I agree. Like, when I watched Orange, right, like, it wasn't bad dubbed, right? Like, the content of the anime was good, but it's almost like, I don't know how to say it, like it was good. It's just that, like, when you watch an anime, you expect it to be subtitled and with Japanese words. So when it's not that, it's like, it's not that it's not anime anymore, but it loses like some essence of like what it had ought to be, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Again, like, but it just feels like
It loses part of what it is.
right.
Yeah.
And especially when like they change what dialogue is for English.
What was that? Dragon Maid? Yeah, where
Yeah.
they turned it into that like PC garbage.
And there's nothing wrong with being PC, but like when you forcibly insert it into a show where
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Is yeah, that like
Right.
we're watching an anime about like a literal dragon maid with like a massive bust that wears a tank top. Like,
Mhm.
come on.
yeah, there was no reason to put this here.
Like basically like talking. It's basically tongue in cheek at that point. Like I'm doing one thing and I looked like completely the other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then you're like, well, go back to your point about the Azure Lane dub. The freaking Infinite Stratos dub. I find actually to be good because they give all the like characters that are from different nations shitty but accurate accents for their
Mhm.
nation, and it's like this actually makes the show slightly more enjoyable.
Yeah,
For being a terrible hammer.
right, like it makes sense. Like that's what you would expect. Like as an English speaker, like if they're speaking, because like I mean, as much as like people might be weebs, like picking up a Kansai dialect, like in anime, is never going to happen unless you speak Japanese fluently. Like in
No,
most
it's difficult.
in most anime, the way they do it, like when they sub it, is like make it, they like use slang, like English slang, which like it doesn't even convey the same meaning, right?
Mhm.
But it's like we get that, like, yeah, okay, it's not, they're not speaking like normal Japanese.
Yeah.
So like without cues like that, like there's no way you're gonna get anything out of it.
Because it just doesn't. You wouldn't know it if you didn't speak the language.
Right.
The game's making me refight all these bosses, and I don't remember the mechanics. Jesus. So many attacks.
Which one are you? What are you doing?
It's a story quest, but the game makes you fight all the different bosses you fought prior.
Mm.
So, like, I have to refight Xenos, and I don't. The swords all do different things, and I don't remember what they do.
Mhm. Well, the end of this quest ends with another fight against what's his name?
Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And he has a friend. He has a
What
friend
was
this
that?
time. Hmm?
Or does he just have a chicken?
No. It's bigger than the chicken.
Dude, if he has a friend, it doesn't even matter, because that just means you get more DPS from cleave. Easy.
Touche. I honestly don't know. It's probably something related to the game he's from, but I can't remember.
And
remember anything about
Hildebrand is
Gilgamesh.
shoved into the ground.
That's usually what happens with all the Hildebrand quests.
Even a harvester of pride does not deserve to languish here.
God, I want to do the Ventier stuff just because of that. Yeah, it's so stupid.
No, this is in the this is in Torghast. It's the rune carver telling me.
Do you want a hint about Gilgamesh's friend?
Sure, I'm sure it's something I'll remember at some point, but...
It's a primal.
Oh, the hell, what primal would he summon? Himself?
It's green.
Shinryu? Garuda? The chicken? is a
The
primal?
chicken is named after it.
I don't remember
If
what
you
the
can remember what
wasn't
the
even paying
chicken's name is.
I don't remember. The Hildebrand shit's dumb. I just watch it and laugh occasionally.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even know the chicken was named after a primal until he accidentally summoned it by standing next to a bunch of crates of fire crystals and thinking about it.
Grade A plot.
Oh. Alright, I'm doing story stuff again because I want to do the duty fight with you.
Yeah, because I think that's what's next. I'm fairly certain it's a dungeon. Or a trial. I don't remember. I think it's dungeon and then Shiva. It's been a while. Jesus.
Also, I'm doing this Torghast, and I just got a power that heals me for whenever I'm gliding, and I can just glide in combat at all times.
Nice.
So I just, like, every second I regenerate 3% of my HP just by
Gliding.
double tapping spacebar, basically.
Which class is that? For...
Demon Hunter? Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
God, I'm so glad I'm doing this fight as a caster that can heal themselves. Because I would be long dead by now. Alright, I should really like the Torghast stuff. I'm sure doing it 20 times and, like, you know, in a week or two I'll hate it, but for now it's enjoyable.
Although they did change up some of the powers this
Okay.
week. Yep. For this week, they changed up the powers. There's now, like, dog companions you can get, which,
Oh, that's
unfortunately, they're not very good, but
Well,
you can opt to get them. In some cases, they can actually be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
let me go to the one safe spot in this room. I still don't understand how Tommy can not use a mouse, but I guess I kind of get it.
I didn't really read what Minfilia told me, but I had to go talk to Slathborn, and then a woman showed up saying that they were attacked and lost all the supplies they were bringing, so now I have to go talk to people about the brigands who might be heretics.
Honestly, I'll admit, I remember nothing about that point in the game. I just know Shiva exists, and you do a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what's after that, because that's the lead up into the first expansion, but like, that part of the game, I do not remember.
It's definitely a lot of go here, talk to people, go there, talk to people. Like, very little fighting. There's nothing even on par with my level anywhere to fight if I wanted to grind.
Which, I mean, at this point you wouldn't, because you're literally doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna hit the next expansion. The game's like, oh, here's better gear. So like, there's no point. And the story quests literally give you enough XP to get where you need to go.
Somebody in my brother's guild got into an accident today in his car in a roundabout, and he's fine. He's totally fine.
That's
But it's not his fault either. And the guy who hit him was was telling his girlfriend, not my brother's friend, but the guy who hit him's girlfriend, that the car was totally fine to drive. And like, if you could see this image, like the okay, he just sent me the image. I'll send it. Like, oh my god, dude. He's like, it's totally drivable. It's totally drivable. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a vehicle before, but I don't think this one's drivable anymore.
No small amount of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great
Oh,
service.
shit, I shouldn't have
The
wasted that
existence
going
of a
there.
fortified outpost in Mordor will do much to dissuade the Empire from treading.
Now the boss is like, oh, let me just do a
Right
big
glad
ring
am I
AoE
that you have
attack
chosen
on
to lend your
myself.
support to this endeavor. Never
Real
let it be
quick,
said that House
I
Forton does
used
not
my
acknowledge
dash.
the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. For
Honestly,
fortune,
I'm
I
kind of
say,
impressed how many
but
mechanics
not
they put in
without
this
precedent.
story boss
You
that
would know the truth.
probably isn't that important.
This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant
they
resources to the
insecure.
task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent
Can't
terms,
do that.
and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her.
Oh, come on.
Such
0.1%
loyalty
of
is rare
health.
indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim
Okay, hold
Front
on.
may
I'm
bring
gonna,
you the
I'm gonna
answers
link
you
this here in
seek.
the Discord.
Will you brave the
I
snow,
want to see this,
knowing what
because I'm
implacable
sure
foes
it's
we
an
love?
absolute.
It is not drivable.
Hallownay's
I
blessings
named
be
it
upon
good
you.
to drive, not
Though I take no pride
JPG,
in
and it
it.
is not bad. Let's see, hold
But
on, where is
truly,
it?
I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done. Should you learn aught of value, pray
Let me
return.
save it. There it is. Right here.
Oh,
The one on
yeah.
the. Look at that. It's
Oh
good
my-
to dri- He goes, it's good to drive.
Drivable.
The airbag is just. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Like, that's not even close to drivable. Also, if you open the original, it's like really good quality, so you can zoom in. There's just coolant everywhere on everything.
Yeah,
Like-
I can see
like
it.
Like, the axle is like broken off.
Oh, holy shit, yeah, it is. That is not. Oh my god. It's drivable, don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Like, the airbag is just like filling up the thing.
The window airbags are all there too.
Yeah. It's fine to drive. Technically, if airbags are deployed, the car is not good to drive, like, legally.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
god, it's ridiculous.
Though, it looks like Texas plates, so could be different, but I doubt it.
What is the game heading to now? I'm sure this was important plot ship for a living. Whatever the hell his name was, the Asian dude, but at this point, I don't care.
Good to drive.
That one right there, good to drive. Totally fine.
Good
No,
to
no
drive.
issues at all. Probably doesn't even need an alignment.
Oh my god.
Jesus. It's alright, bro. It's
Good
good.
God.
It's just a prank, bro. It's insane.
Okay, so I tune into the general chat in Torghast, and all I see is this is the only chat message I see is, and obviously Lola Bunny could get it.
I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Wow, chat. God.
Any general chat.
Yeah. I find general trade chat wow is just a gold mine. Occasionally.
Yeah.
I'll look over and it's like, what the hell is going on here?
Basic politics.
Yes, usually.
I mean, that's pretty much all of this ever.
Like, nothing against furries, but like, there's a time and a place for everything, and I don't think a general chat with potentially children around is one.
I mean, is there really a time and a place for furries?
Yeah. There's still people, like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't
know, man, it's pretty cringe.
I don't agree with, like, the near bestiality parts of it, but
It's just, I don't know. I find it very strange. No offense against people.
It's one of those ones I can never understand. I'll never be able to understand it.
yeah, that's fine, but as long
same
as
with like
you...
NTR. Same with like NTR. I'll never get that.
Yeah. Like, you can not understand it, but as long as you aren't disrespectful about it or treat people as less than because of it, then it's fine if you don't understand something. Because that's the thing, right? Like, drawings or animations of anthropomorphic animal, well, not even humans with animal features, I get that. Like, that's intentionally supposed to...
Like a cute girl with cat ears.
Yeah. But if it's like a cat, no. Just no. Stop right there.
A cat with human genitals.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. And
Not your cup of tea.
And like, that's the thing, right? Like, there are like different kinds of furries, because like there's the kind I just described, the two kinds we just described, the anthropomorphic or humans with cat feature or animal features, and then there's animals with human genitals, which I don't understand and don't find appealing. And then there's also the people who dress in fursuits and have sex like that. And I don't understand the last two at all. Those are like borderline bestiality to me. And I find that...
It exists.
Yeah. Like...
There are certain things that exist in the internet that I don't delve into. And that is one.
Really, Pizza? Come on.
Oh.
Like, if you want to pay $1,000 to get a fursuit of a wolf made for yourself, and find someone who also paid $1,000 for a fursuit and have sex with them, that's on you. But I'm not gonna do that. Don't ask me how I know the prices of fursuits.
You know, I wouldn't be able to tell you an exact price for one, but I have heard that they are like rather expensive, and that like there are people that like make like really good ones, and like do that for like, a living.
Yeah.
So like
you
it
probably
wouldn't
make
it,
bank
it wouldn't
doing it.
surprise me. Like $1,000 for a fursuit, that to me sounds cheap. That sounds like on the cheap end of things. I could see it being
Yeah, I have no
far more
idea.
expensive. Like you gotta think, right? Like I mean, like think about how much like a full costume,
Yeah,
like
it's
like
just,
like like
even
like
just, like,
thespian
cosplay.
level like cosplay costume would cost you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And like a lot of that, like a fursuit uses like way more material too, right?
Yeah.
So like
$1,000 just seems like a lot of money to me for something like that. But it, like, I would not be surprised if it's closer to like even 5,000 or up.
I bet you there's probably people that make fursuits for like tens of thousands of dollars. There are
Yeah.
probably people that.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be surprising.
But you gotta remember too, like let's assume that you buy like a $10,000 fursuit, right? Like, do you replace that in your life? Is that like, or
You
do you
better
have
hope
that?
it's cleanable or washable.
That's my point. Like,
Yeah,
how
like-
durable are these? Like, are they like if I bought a $10,000 Harry Rosen suit, right? Like, provided I didn't need alterations, like tailor alterations, because like I lost weight or gained weight, right?
Yeah.
Like, conceivably, I could have that Harry Rosen suit for the entirety of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
So, like, is a fursuit the same quality as like a Harry Rosen?
I don't know. That's actually
Depends on-
legitimately a good
I
question.
guess
Depends on the
depends on the
producer.
maker.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah.
I don't think my item level is high enough.
That's not good, Matt. Do something
I could-
about it.
I could be wrong. No, it's 460. We're good. I don't know what this dungeon is.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended...
I know that this is a story quest, but I'm confused why there's
But you are here now,
voiceover for
and I
this
suspect
cutscene.
such frivolous wanderings do little justice
They
to the
start doing it
reality
more
of
and
your
more as the
true-
game goes on. Like a random story quest will just have it.
Indeed. And this
Which I
transpired at
think it's a
Snowclip.
good thing, in my opinion.
Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the
mean,
region's brutal shift in climate.
I appreciate the effort, but I
So
can read
inhospitable
faster
has
than they're
Snowclip
talking.
become that we have still
Yeah.
to survey the area in its
And I
entirety.
don't always, when it's something
Putting
that's
such
not
considerations aside,
super
We still know
relevant.
far too little of this ice.
Yeah, like why would you?
Like, I know that this is just filler
As much as I would like to,
before the
giving the
important
glowing reports
stuff.
the new commander has garnered thus.
Pretty
Though Iceheart's
much.
true identity yet eludes her.
Like,
Uh,
why is
On
this
the matter of the
Ice
stolen
Heart person
provisions,
important?
I have already-
They aren't. I don't think.
Ice Heart. Is it a dude?
Nope. Woman.
This chick with the silver hair.
I don't know. I've only seen the bottom half of her face so far.
Because
And
one of the characters that shows up here is actually important.
Might be her, but I don't know. Like, brigands attacked the supplies, so we go talk to the person who sent the supplies. He said, oh, they've been getting more and more organized. This Lady Iceheart person we've never heard of before seems to be their leader now. So then you go talk to another guy, and then you go fight some guys. And there's a cutscene where she's watching from the top of a ice waterfall, and then you go back
Okay,
to the
I think I vaguely remember that.
and then
Vaguely.
and then we go back to the first guy, and there's a voiced cutscene where all he talks about is, "Oh, we've learned nothing, and you fought some dudes. Yay! Go back to Mordana."
Yeah. I feel like they get better with that. Like a lot of these, I know that I've been skipping it, but the one section, these like post-expansion quests that I was actually paying attention to, had like a legitimate plot where every quest was like, oh, okay, like I learned something new.
Yeah.
But I think they cut out a decent amount of the filler as time's gone on.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
Well, no, not for those quests. I'm talking about you'll, I don't know.
What level would you say you should be going into Heaven's Word? Heaven's
50.
Word was the first one, right?
It starts you at 50.
Oh. I'm 53.
Yeah, they start you at 50.
Am I gonna lose levels?
No, this will give you the experience. I mean, they should be fine.
Don't you have to do all the MSQs
You have
anyway?
to do, yeah,
to,
you
like...
have to do them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god. The next main scenario quest is to hand out uniforms to new recruits.
yeah, I honestly don't remember that. It's probably because it was boring.
This is a good use of the Warrior of Light's time. Thank you for making me do this so I can go to the next expansion.
And just think, they cut out quests. There used to be more.
I have to hand out 8 of these things. Why?
I got nothing for you. Honestly.
The first time I went into an open area and I could summon my chocobo, I used an hour of Geishel greens. There's 25 minutes left on the timer and I haven't fought a single thing. Actually, that's not true. I fought 2 things. But they were like level 48 or something like that. Like, I think I cast Holy like 3 times and they were both dead.
Yeah. And I mean, to go back to the losing XP thing, the worst comes to worst, you just pick up one of the 3 classes that pop up in Heaven's Word, you level it to 50 and then use it. Right, you don't lose any XP, but...
What 3 classes are there?
Machinist, Astrologian, and Dark Knight. So you get range, DPS, tank, and healer.
I guess if I was gonna maintain healer, I'd pick Astrologian.
It's fun, actually. It's literally just a Yu-Gi-Oh! The MMO class.
Yeah.
That's my best description.
I don't know. Not that I've ever actually played tank classes. I don't typically like to in these kinds of games. I'd rather play support / healer or DPS.
Yeah.
But I
like
also
me.
know like 99% of players play DPS, so...
Welcome to any MMO.
Yeah, I'm tanking for the friend group guild here, and I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit so far.
Yeah, to be honest, Demon Hunter tanking sounds pretty fun.
I mean, it's not. it's not fun, but it's not boring either, put it that way. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun because it's easy, and I could just, like, do a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be able to do with it. Because, like, it's just such a hyper-mobile class.
Yeah.
So it's fun for that reason, but realistically...
It's just, yeah.
I mean, realistically, it's me hitting my one key, like, 100 times in a fight, and, like, my other, like, abilities that I use, like, 10 times each, maybe.
Yeah. Yay, Alpha Node cutscene.
They actually swapped the voice actors for Alpha Node at one point.
Comrades,
Really?
your presence here this day signifies the
know that.
momentous choice that each of you has made.
What's the shortcut for auto text thing?
Auto text? Oh, spacebar.
With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn,
Might as well
you are
just
beholden
let
to
Alpha
no
Node
single
talk.
nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea.
Well, Demon Hunter's other spec is just
From
DPS,
this
right, guys?
moment forward,
Correct.
I
And it's
declare
very
you
boring. I
crystal
tried playing it
braves.
when I was getting
Let us
carried
mend
through
this
M0,
fractured realm
and it
and
is...
face our enemies as one.
It is so... It is not good.
Is it like Death Knight levels of push buttons, or?
Yeah. The- So your AoE rotation and your single target rotation are literally the exact same. There's no difference in gameplay. You basically just hit your buttons in the same order every time.
Jesus.
Unless you get like resets on your Chaos Strike, which is your spender, which happens quite frequently. So it's like you basically like you mash 1, which is your generator, until you're at like full, and then you mash 2, which is your spender, and then like you've got like 2 cooldown abilities that you have to like intermingle into it that have like 7 to 10 second cooldown. So it's like it just doesn't feel rewarding to play.
A rousing speech, Alphino.
Like at least when
should
I'm
I
playing
say,
like Red Paladin,
Crystal
like when I
Brave
build up my
Commander
holy
Lady
power,
Yu.
and then I get like a free Templar's Verdict, it like feels impactful.
Please,
But me like
the title is
like,
honorary. I shall
not
be
using
leading
all of
the
my
troops
focus,
into
like
battle, as it were.
use my Fury, whatever it's called, to
We
do
are of the same purpose.
to
Let us
do
join hands
Chaos Strike.
and
It's
do
like
what must
yeah,
be
that's
done to
fine, but like
save
Chaos
this
Strike
land.
doesn't really do much more damage than
The Scions stand ready.
like the Fury or builder. Like it might do like if Chaos Strike does 100% damage, the Fury builder might do like 60% of that. So it's like it's not really. It feels like using it is like
I'm eager to see what the Crystal
it's an
Brave might
it's an
accomplish.
increase in
This
damage,
shall
but like
prove an interesting time indeed
barely.
for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension.
This boss is at least interesting.
Truly? Kryl is alive?
It like splits
the
its AoE attacks in like 2 spots.
I see. Pray, inform me if her condition
So
changes.
it'll like put specific
Yes,
positions
I shall
and then
pass
like
on your
slide
words
the
to
AoEs
Eorzea.
across it.
My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some
This
miracle,
man's
it
in
would
here
seem
trying to
she
really learn
has.
how to play monk.
She's still to
He's
regain
like, is this how this
consciousness,
works
it's true,
now?
but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance
I
which
just did the
accompanied the
idiot
Isle's
DPS move.
destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of
I should know
Ultima.
better.
Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
Let me hit my...
Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin's silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
Pizza, did you ever watch Classroom of the Elite?
Classroom of the Elite? I don't think so. I don't remember it, so I probably didn't watch it. I know I've heard of it, though.
Because it's a light novel, and I found all of the volumes online, because I finished the season, the only, like, TV production they've done of it, which is, like, the first 3 volumes of the light novel, and it's really good.
I'll have to look at it.
And I don't know if I don't know if I want to commit to the entire, like, ongoing, currently, like, light novel series, which started in, like, 2009.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. It's pretty long.
Right, so it's like... I'm willing to commit if it's good, but I'm trying to find if anyone knows if it's... Like, the show was good, but... I mean, that doesn't really always mean anything when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to check it out. I haven't read much in the way of light novels. To be honest.
I've only read the Haganai light novel, the Origairu light novels, the Kokoro Connect light novels, and this will be my 4th light novel series if I end up reading it.
I read some of the light novels for High School DxD, but that's it. That's it, literally. And then they all got taken down.
Did they?
Yep. Because they started to have Western releases. To be honest, I found the light novels more enjoyable than the show. The show was like, oh, you know, here's your typical, what the hell? Here's your typical, you know, harem ecchi stuff. But the light novels were like, yeah, this is happening, but like, you don't really see it, so it doesn't like detract from what you're like reading.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know what this is, but there's a tether. Guess I just have to keep moving till I break the tether. I really don't know. I've never watched Kokoro Connect. I know I've heard good things about it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would recommend it.
I'm gonna have to put it on the list.
Although, without reading the rest of the light novel, it feels really unfinished. Like, you could watch the series and be totally fine at the end of it, but depending on who you think Best Girl is, and why you think Best Girl is Best Girl, it might leave a bad taste at the end.
Yeah. Fuck. That's it. Huh. I'll have to check it out.
I mean, the premise is really good, and it's done really well. But,
sense.
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you?
Alright,
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed.
the most
Given
recent
the
like,
sensitive nature of
anime
the
thing I
task,
read was what?
I
the
could
end
not
of the
rely
My Hero
on one of
arc,
my own.
which I thought was fairly shitty, in all honesty. It just kind of like ended. There was all this build up, and it was just like, okay, what's the end now?
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the
Nick was
agent's
saying the
employ.
Attack on Titan this season's getting pretty good. But I haven't really looked at it.
We pressed
Yeah,
the
I've
traitor
never
for
really
a
been
name,
into Attack on
but he had none to
Titan.
give. He claims
I
never
watched
to have
season
met
1,
his
and then after
master,
that, I was like,
whom he
it took
knows
too long
only
for season
as
2 to
the
come out.
Ivy.
And that was before I really got into anime. So I just
He
never
was, however,
picked it back.
certain that this ivy had
I know the
coiled
manga
itself
gets
around
absolutely
every
whacked.
part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and
Like,
gradually recruited others
neither
to
of
his
you are
cause.
gonna watch it. It literally turns into
These
the only reason
conspirators are
Aaron
the
was ever
vines by
born was
which he
because he
learns
went back
our
in time and
secrets,
told his dad, hey,
all without
you need to
exposing
make sure I'm
himself.
born. It's literally,
It won't be
literally
easy to identify
Wow,
the ivy
that's
amidst this
a dumb
tangled mass of
premise.
subterfuge. But we have a
He's
tendril
like, yeah,
in
you
our
gotta make
hands,
sure.
and
you
we
gotta
shall
make sure I'm
follow
born.
it all the way to the gnarled
And he's
roots.
also
That's
the reason
like-
why.
That's
also the
like
reason why-
that's like the worst premise that manga writers
Now,
can possibly
Much as I
use
would
for
prefer
any
to
event.
proceed with due discretion,
But that was like,
circumstances
really?
demand that this matter be settled
Goes back in
personally.
time. Hey, Dad, get to fucking.
Garlemald's war of
Basically,
succession nears its
exist.
end,
That's
and it
literally
is
what
feared
happens.
that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea.
And like,
When it does,
the whole
we
reason his
can
father
ill afford to
like
have
did what he
traitors in our
did and
midst.
turned into like the villain
ivy
he
must be
is
rooted out
because
now.
Aaron's like, yeah, yo, you gotta do this.
We must begin by
It's the
apprising
dumbest shit
General
I've ever
Roboff
So
seen.
of our
basically, had
findings.
Aaron not done
I would
that,
ask
he
that you
wouldn't have been a
accompany me to
villain.
the Hall of Flames.
Yep.
And he wouldn't have
remain
been
Because-
born.
to see that things go
Well, yeah,
smoothly.
because Aaron wouldn't have been born to make him turn into
Assuming
a
the
villain.
ivy's tendrils are as widespread as
it's-
we believe,
Holy shit!
he would be
Stupid
aware
It's the
that
most
an
premise.
stupid thing I've ever
investigation is
heard.
underway.
That's so dumb.
And if that is
I
the
I'm like,
case,
this can't
hate
be
Aaron
real.
move against
And I
us.
looked it up, and yeah, that's basically a
we
summarized
must be
version of what
prepared
happened.
for anything,
Oh my
while
god.
taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
And Aaron's literally just become the villain. He is the villain now.
Oh no.
I mean, is he the villain in the actual, like in the show in season 3?
No, I don't know if he is in season 3. I know in the manga for certain.
Wait, is he actually like a villain? Like,
The man literally commits genocide.
I mean, I
I'd
didn't
call
know,
that pretty villainous.
but I didn't like does he commit like okay, so the most recent part that I got up to like in the anime was when you found out that what was her name, Annie was a Titan.
Yeah.
Like that's where I left off in the story. Like what the hell happens after that that this guy is like a genocidal maniac?
I don't know,
like-
and I'm almost tempted to read it to find out.
I feel like when I saw like a you know how they do like on Facebook, like when you're scrolling and like Crunchyroll ads come up and you see like cuts of the trailer basically kind of a thing,
Mhm.
like to advertise it. Like I saw one where there were like Asian people and like there was like an army of like black people that were like apparently like different like areas of the world that were trying to like go to war with them. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like
Yeah,
what
there's
is
like
going
entire
on?
other continents.
She is here.
It's
at my
ridiculous.
behest.
Like I
Greetings,
feel like they
Raban.
just
It has
they
been
were
a
like
while.
they grabbed on the popularity of Attack on Titan and
Gilbert,
they're
you
like, how
old
can we
scoundrel.
stretch this out as
When
much
they
as
told me
humanly
you'd be
possible?
visiting, I scarce
Basically.
believed my ears.
At least in my opinion.
What a shitty way to do anything.
But look at you.
I mean, I guess it's
The
ending
honored
soon,
captain
so...
of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have
My God,
imagined it?
apparently.
It's just so
Not many,
whack, like...
But fewer still
Will
would have
was
imagined
explaining
your
it to us in
destiny lay in
D&D
politics,
a while
old
ago.
friend.
And I'm like, there's no way.
Aye.
There's no
We
way this
both
is
come
the
far,
plot.
have we not?
No, it is.
Lest you wonder, Hildebrand and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads.
Why are we not? Or is it
The last time we saw each other,
Honestly,
Alamigo
no.
had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Yeah, I know, it's whack. Oh, the walls
my
that surround the
dealings
city
tended toward the modest and
are just made of
mundane,
titans.
unlike some I could mention.
What?
As
What
I
kind
hear
of
it, no
stupid
sooner did
plot
you
point
reach
is
Thanalan
that?
than the
That
brass
doesn't even make
blades
sense.
clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands.
I don't know.
Being a stubborn sort,
Like it's
you
like
won 1,000 matches
by the way,
and earned
okay,
yourself a
so
place in the
we're
people's
fighting the
hearts while
Titans.
you
By
were
the way, the
about it.
walls are Titans. Like it's
Then,
I'm
with
sure
your
there's
mountain
more
of
to it than
prize
that,
money, you
but
bought the
like,
Colosseum and secured a
from
seat on
not
the
reading
syndicate.
it and just knowing that that
Those
exists,
balls, brother.
it's just whack.
Rags to
Why?
riches does not do it justice.
yeah,
You're a
that's
hero to the
wild.
common man.
That is wild.
It's like just gone off the rails entirely.
Spare me. I am no
Apparently.
hero. If anyone is worthy of
All
that
right, I'm gonna
title,
go watch
it's our
some anime
friend
and
here.
go to bed.
Next
I'll talk to you
her,
boys
I'm
later.
little more than
All
a
right.
See ya.
glorified butcher.
See ya.
I'm done racking my brain
But you,
over Attack
Hilbert,
on Titan
You sell yourself
plot
short.
points.
By all
I'm to go
What?
watch it.
You were an
No, I'm
adventurer.
not gonna go watch it. I'm not gonna go watch it. All right, take it
I
easy,
like to
gentlemen.
think that I
See
did
ya.
my part for the greater good.
See it.
But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer.
So
Not in
stupid.
this
It's
company.
absolutely whack.
Anyway,
It's hilarious.
I have tidings.
So there has been progress.
Well, that's Dallas.
That was Dallas.
I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only
So what
attract
part are you
attention.
at now?
Let us speak here,
Hmm?
in plain view of all.
What part are you at now?
Oh, I'm in a cutscene with Robon and I already forgot his name. Something? Ilbon?
Oh, yeah. That's when he's
So it is
introduced.
we who have been
I forgot about
compromised.
that.
Yeah, the first time I meet him,
machinations have shaken
and a
the
voice
darts for
cutscene starts,
foundations.
I'm just like, oh,
In
so
such
he is
uncertain
important.
times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
There's so
Very
many
well.
little
I will have my most
threads
trusted men
that
investigate
I
the
keep
matter.
getting dangled
Continue your
in front
inquiries
of
in the
me, and
meantime.
then they just get cut off. I don't get to follow.
It does me
and
well to
finish
see
it.
you again, old friend. When next
Yep.
we meet, let it be over a
That's
flagon of
pretty
ale.
much how the that stuff goes. After
I
that, it
look
gets a little bit
forward to
more,
it. Let us reminisce of bygone days
a little
and
bit
drink
more,
to the
not
future
linear, but like
of our homeland.
it's a little bit more satisfying and everything.
Like, I was kind of interested in the Lady Ice, whatever,
Mhm.
and it's just like, no, you just fight for some of her people and then
Plain
leave.
General.
Oh, I
You wear the
if
mantle
you
well,
want
old
spoilers,
friend. I must
Hmm?
work hard if I'm to keep
I
up.
said, do you care if I make a comment
Well,
about that?
It would seem your services were not
That,
required
that,
after
that
all.
plot, that
I
plot
dare say
thread,
we have Robon's
you'll,
prudence to
that'll
thank
get
for that.
resolved. Don't
Still,
worry.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I was
I
glad
figured
of your
it would
presence.
eventually.
My thanks, Scion.
It's not fairly soon, but it'll get resolved.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the X-Arc is getting real pixely. I'd show you what I mean, but that'd be big spoilers. This is funny. Man, looks like he's getting digitized, like it's that Digimon episode or something.
Nice. Now that I'm out of the cutscene, I can stream to you if you want.
Probably not a good idea. I've had this game crash enough, and I think it's the overlays and shit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't bother then. I didn't even realize you were talking in general earlier.
Yeah, what? Dallas put it in general? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, the car. Like, I saw the car, and then I've had the game open ever since.
Oh.
Hildebrand, that's it.
Yeah. He's an important character. Trust me.
Ew. Why do I keep getting new gear that's just ugly? Ugh.
Couldn't tell you.
I still hate my new staff.
It's Nicholas.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Nicholas.
Nickel.
Nickel.
What's up, Nickel?
I am streaming on Twitch.
Oh, gotcha.
If you don't want to be a part of that, but if you don't mind, I'm down to hang.
What be your stream?
Here.
Didn't you have a stint of streaming, Nick?
I did. It's just that, it's hard to stream when I share a room with 2 other people. For,
Yeah, that might be a little difficult.
Final Fantasy. Oh, baby.
Yep.
You just missed Dallas, he just looked.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Nicky Biscuit.
You're very welcome.
Evan, Nick, Evan. I think
Matt,
both of you met.
Nick,
Thanks for
Matt.
Matt, Evan, Matt.
Ah, thank you. I had no idea who this random guy I was sitting in a call with was.
Very welcome.
More plot that I keep skipping. I probably should.
It's just plot. You can
It's
just
not
watch. You can just watch a plot summary on YouTube later.
What was I gonna say? I was talking with Dallas about the intricacies of Brewmaster.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
All
realize how much like crazy stuff you could do.
Yeah, it's a great
Like-
class.
Purposefully taking damage to make sure Celestial Brew gives you more shields.
Hmm.
Pretty dope.
Yep. Yeah. So why is Evan playing Final Fantasy instead of WoW? That's the real question.
Because I've tried to get into WoW a few times, but the people I tried to get into WoW for never played with me, and I found the game not as enjoyable as Final Fantasy. So I'd rather spend my money on one MMO that I'll play more consistently than 2 that I'll never play.
I feel that. Feel that.
I'm sure that was built up to this plot point, but I don't know what it is.
More-
Just watch a plot summary on YouTube later.
Hmm. Oh, it's this ship. No, look at this. I probably should care, but I don't. Okay. What time is it?
It is midnight.
Do I want to get off or not?
Ah, bro. You don't want to get up.
Are you gonna get off or not? Are we even in a party anymore?
No, because I have the leads, dude. other crap.
Right.
I did get to this trial. It's the one Derek was telling me about.
Oh yeah. Yes. Holy. The seizure spell.
You can turn down the effects.
Honestly, I probably should.
Damn, this guy's playing Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. God, we haven't played that in forever, Nick.
Yeah, nobody plays their PS4 anymore, though. That's the issue.
I know, it's so fun. It's coming out for Switch, though.
I have a Switch Lite. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Ooh.
Same thing.
Isn't the Switch Lite actually stronger than the regular Switch?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't believe so. But I like it. I know a lot of games you can't really like play optimally. Like, I don't think I can play Breath of the Wild on it, but
Wait,
I don't really have an interest in it.
it's handheld mode only, right? And
yes.
the Joy-Cons are attached?
Yes.
Do you know what else would be completely unplayable for you then?
I'm not really, like, I bought a Switch for Animal Crossing and that was it. So I'm not super into it, but, what other game would I know?
Super Mario 3D All-Stars. At the very least, the Mario Galaxy part of it.
That is correct.
I fucking hate that there's no Pro Controller support for that game.
Yeah, it's a little poopy what I heard, but honestly, like, I just got a Switch because Animal Crossing at first, then I was debating Pokemon, didn't really pick it up, wasn't interested, bought not Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
I love Fire Emblem. And then the last game I think I'd want to pick up was the Paper Mario game, but no one really talked about it much, so really pick it up.
I never played it. My brother played the shit out of it, but I never touched it.
If they ever make a remake for Switch for Thousand Year Door, I'm instantly scooping it.
I think ever.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good game, man. I love Paper Mario.
I actually really liked Origami King.
Yeah.
The main criticism people had for it was the battle system.
Yeah, a lot of people were
rings.
upset with that.
Yeah, it's not a traditional Paper Mario battle system. It's just the rings instead. And they were just like little puzzles.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't had a traditional battle system since what? 1,000 years ago?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Thousand Year Door was the last one that was a stage battle.
Because then after that...
Or what was the one on the Wii?
It was a platformer, wasn't it?
I know it was a platformer.
Sticker
but...
Star, right?
No,
Stickers?
I think it was Super Paper Mario or something like that. Sticker Star was the 3DS one.
Yeah, because it's the shit one.
And that one is super shit. Inventory management is bad. The only way you can attack things is with stickers, which just mass fill your inventory.
I know my brother bought it and never beat it because he said it was terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that convinces you, Nick. But it was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what bothered me the most about Origami King is finding out that there's actually secret markers that you can get on your save file for doing things that the game never tells you about.
There were a couple of those in Thousand Year Door, I thought.
Is there?
Yeah, like if you, like, it wasn't like, you didn't really, like, get any additional stuff to help you win the game, but if you, like, named your save file, like a color, the Yoshi companion you'd get in the game would be that color.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I knew that the Yoshi companion could be different things, but no, like, I don't know about you, but when I play games, most games I like to try to 100% complete.
Yeah, that's normal.
So, in the game, there are, like, you get, I don't even remember what they're called, but they're, like, trinkets that help you make the battles easier by, like, extending the time, increasing your health, stuff like that. And, if you equip any of them at all, at any point during the game, you cannot get one of the save file markings. So, like, it's considered 100% to not use any of them. You have to get them, but you can't use them as part of the game.
Oh, okay, so it kind of screwed you on the completion.
Yeah, and because there's no indication that this exists until people found out about it, like, a month after the game came out. Like, you get to the point of the game and it's like, oh, this makes battles easier, of course I'm gonna use it.
Morning time.
Like, like, why would I not make an easy game even easier? Which, to be fair, by the late game, some of the battles do actually get pretty tough. But then there's a second mark that you can get on your save file for never seeing the game over screen.
Jesus. Hey Ty, I'm gonna stream my World of Warcraft.
Hog.
So you can see what this guy's bear form is. I know it's kind of chaos right now, but
Yeah.
look at this guy's bear form.
Yo!
Wait, what is it?
I need to see this.
What the
It-
fuck is that?
Oh my god. That's pretty good.
That's fucking
Is that an allied
great.
race?
That is a Coltiran druid, yes, but not the form. The form is
Okay.
from Warlords of Draenor.
Wait,
Um,
you get
so
specific
sick.
forms? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
unlock certain form transformations. Legion artifacts will change your appearance too. So if you transmog a Legion artifact, it'll change it for you. Like if I
That's cool.
inspect it, right?
Like I had the
Oh, he just
claws of Urzok and
yeah.
stuff
This
when
guy
we-
he unlocked it so that when he goes to the barber, he can change it.
yes sir.
So if you play one of the storylines to get, the Legion
I'm never
artifact-
gonna play bear. I need to see the other cat forms though.
Oh yeah. Let me see if he shows up.
It's a sick bear form though. I'm only bearing for questing, but
It's great. I love it. I think it's so silly.
it's amazing.
Bro, but is it as silly as Mechanos?
No.
It's
Never will be.
close enough. It's a contest.
Man's the fucking abominable snowman from fucking Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, for real.
Actually, he's just closer to a Yeti, but still, he's fucking sick.
Love that.
That dungeon's sick.
Miss of Tyrannosaurus?
The one you're in. It's cool. Yeah, that'd be it, huh?
That's pretty. Look at him walk on his two legs like an absolute.
My favorite is when
Chad.
he wild charges and you see his legs fucking speed up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to say, this trial has like a dope guitar riff in the background, and it's fantastic.
Nice.
What one doesn't, though?
True.
Come on.
I finally get to see the sacrifice. It's actually really dope.
I really need to change where my damage dealing buttons are.
Yes. Yes.
I don't like to have to. give me?
Oh, is this a quick time
There it
event in
is.
my MMO? It is.
Gotta
No way.
It's
love
so
it.
dumb. I can't believe it.
Where?
And if anybody screws this
I
up,
mean,
again,
look, you say a quick time event, but it's actually just mash as many buttons as possible.
yes. I said
It's not even like press 4. It's like just smack your keyboard a bunch.
It's just
I
in the
don't know.
keyboard.
10% too, that's nice. Haven't even broken 1,000 intellect yet. Feels bad leveling.
Big oofs.
Holy.
Get off after this boss.
I was saying something about Origami King. Oh, right. There's this part of the game that's notorious for easy game overs because the game just kind of throws you into a mini game that's required for story progression, and the controls are not super intuitive, and it's super easy to die there, and you just immediately get a game over. So
I mean, like, have you tried getting good though?
Yeah, that might help.
like for if you know how it works, and like, or you've seen someone else play the game before, then you could be good. But playing the game on release, getting to that, and the game just not being as good as it expects you to be, because that's the main issue with it. It just doesn't work sometimes. The controls just don't work the entire time. So
I can see why that'd be an issue for some people.
yeah. So
Yeah.
But like, I'm a Chad, so I don't care.
Yeah, but
I'll
I'm an
just- I'll
absolute
say-
Chad
Yeah, I'll
gamer
say fuck the
god,
controls.
so...
Fuck the controls.
Dude,
So-
for real.
I'll win
bro.
without them.
So you could go through the entire game, win every single battle, but you get a game over because of that one mini game, so you lose the icon for it.
You
And
lose
of
the icon
course-
for like never dying?
Yeah, you can never see the game over screen, and that counts.
Ah, cheap.
All you gotta do is wipe the game entirely and start over.
Yeah, all you
No.
gotta do
And
is
then
like
they
get
pog
good
you.
and go again.
No,
It's children's game,
people
actually.
realize that it's because it's on the Switch. If you just don't hit continue and just close the game and reload, the game
Ah,
auto saves
it's
right
definitely better.
before that area. So people figured out you can cheese it if you do mess it up.
In Slay the
Yeah.
Spire, if I fuck up in the shop or I feel like I'm about to lose a fight, you can do that. But then
Yeah.
again, I'm a hardcore Fire Emblem character or player, so like my morals just make me not.
Yeah.
I'm just
Did you
not a
ever play the
pussy, so I don't
DLC?
do that.
Yeah, that's quite simply.
Did you ever play the DLC for Fire Emblem, Nick?
Which one?
Like the new one.
Oh, I haven't beaten the new one.
Oh, good, I haven't.
and yeah, I as a hardcore Minecraft player have morals, so like
So like I don't reload bad biomes, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I get it. But yeah, other than the game just not telling you that those even existed.
Man, you must
Like,
have like
the-
super disliked Phantom Pain then.
Oh God,
Yeah. Yeah, eh? Holy.
I forgot about. Oh Jesus. Yeah,
I don't-
jeez, that would be.
I don't
That
think
would
I've
be
played
whack.
Phantom Pain.
Have
I feel like
faith.
you'll have an awful
You need
time.
only state your case.
Phantom Pain is one of those
confidently.
games where it goes, alright, you need to fix this issue before everyone dies, but also we're not going to tell you how to fix this issue. You have to have
Oh.
been paying attention for the past 12 hours.
Pog.
And it's like something that's like a throwaway line in a cutscene. where
Oh
you're
yeah, but like
Oh,
granted,
no.
if you do figure it out, you feel like a genius.
Oh, Metal
Oh,
Gear
yeah.
Solid
Commander
5.
Eorzea,
Yeah.
Both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Emily,
I won't spoil
Lord
it in case you
Commander
end up
of the
playing it
Temple
because I
Knights.
love that game. But it's
It's a really good game.
Alfie, no
Yeah, the
certainly
story's about
something
your
I
arm
never
getting
thought
cut
of.
off. The story's about your arm
Your
getting cut off and
reputation
then you having
precedes
pain
you,
in the
Sir
phantom
Emmerich.
limb.
I think
That's
you'll
right.
find that we have much.
You know
in
what, Ty?
common.
You are not lying. That is quite literally why it's called the
Fuck.
phantom.
Speaking of reputations,
Yeah.
yours towers
Yeah.
over us all.
You just
We
fucking-
love it, Pog.
That's it.
Wow, Ty, you hit the nail right on the
Go
head
home.
there, buddy.
Pog, we love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I would consider Paper Mario
I
Origami
am
King
not too
a
proud to
good
admit
game.
that I have followed your activities with an
Yeah,
interest
sometimes it don't work,
bordering on
but
fascination.
good game.
Yeah.
Full glad
Like-
was I
You
to
kind of
learn
be
that
that way
you
sometimes, though, not gonna lie.
would be
5 out of
generous.
10. Too much water.
Too much water.
Shall we begin?
Speaking of, there is an ocean level that
Great.
was
Oh no.
probably
Oh
the
no.
We know
most
full
boring
well that
area
Guardians
of the
will
whole
return
game.
in force ere long.
Wait, Mario
And-
levels?
And
Water?
guess why?
Is more
Ocean levels are
to
bad.
achieve a
In
lasting
Mario
victory over
levels.
the primal menace.
To be
I think
fair,
that's like
Tribes continue to
it
summon
was
their
probably one of
gods,
the
and each
best
incarnation is stronger
water
than the last.
levels I've ever played in,
Ishgard
but
is
it
not
was
immune
You're
still,
to these
yanking my
threats.
chain,
I'm
sir.
it's still a
that it
water
would
level.
behoove your nation to
You're
rejoin
yonking
the
my
Eorzean
Chomsky.
alliance.
You're yanking my Chomsky.
Once again,
You're
I must
absolutely playing my
respectfully
Chomsky.
Well, let me put it this way: it's a water level where you don't
On
have to
what
deal with water
grounds?
physics.
No, Pog.
Ty!
Despite their presence
It's just
in
I'm
big
out
and boring.
DPSing the
Do not
fucking Death
concern
Knight, dude. Holy fuck.
territorial
Let's
claims
go.
to territory
Guy, what
Nice.
a
What in the
guy.
whole world am I
Predominantly
seeing, dude?
whom they
Who
have.
is it? Danik? Danik?
Consequently, the
This
Holy
guy.
See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does
Buddy!
not intervene in the
Buddy, you got
internal affairs
113
of other
weapons.
nations. Even were that
Bruh.
not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict.
What in the
We have
world,
not the
dude?
knights to spare.
What am I watching?
I couldn't
As
tell
for the
you.
Guardians,
Quite literally, who
we are
knows?
not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Are we still going to Denny's? Denny's for winners.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Denny's is for winners, you are correct.
Mayhap one day, but not yet.
I wonder what would happen if,
Lars van Belsar is dead, and the Legion of Conscripts
instead of
left
adding,
behind
like, a
lacks
couple
the will to
new, like,
fight.
old
We
cast
think
members
it
to
highly
community,
unlikely that
they
will
just,
emerge
like,
from behind the walls of their castra for some
decided to
time.
bring, jeez, I forget his name.
But if Ishgard's position has not
Leonard, if
changed,
they just brought Leonard in.
why did you agree to this meeting?
I wonder how that would have changed.
Denny's actually isn't for winners at all.
It was not
Denny's just for
only
winners.
as a representative of Ishgard
When
that
have
I
you
came
ever
here.
saw a winner at Denny's?
That's true.
Pardon?
Unless someone was eating Denny's at a Winners.
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian
Can't.
policy
Yeah.
regarding
If
Whoa.
Denny's is for winners.
personal
Meta
rights.
Denny's.
There is
Meta
however,
Denny.
one area in which
They didn't
I
win the
may
paintball
observe
game,
a
so they
measure
didn't get to
of
go to Denny's.
influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies
Like you're
House
winning
Van
some?
Kron has offered
No,
to Revenant's
you're not going to
tribe.
Denny's then.
These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers.
Imagine healing in a dungeon, bro. I cannot relate.
Same.
I can ensure that the shipments continue
You
unabated.
don't need to heal when everything's dead. Come on.
That's true.
You don't need to
Sir
heal when
Emmerich,
every one of your healing
we would be
abilities
in your
damage
debt.
over time, or heal over time.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Oh, I clipped the side of it, and I died.
Of
Get him,
late, there has
Cheji.
been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which
Can I
was
just say I
not
hate playing
immediately
MMOs
clear.
with just Gavin?
However,
Ah, that's so
our
toxic. Why? What's up?
astrologers have since observed
So-
alarming changes in the heavens.
It's not that I
The
hate
Dragon
playing them with
Star
just Gavin,
waxes
but it's, I will
unnaturally
never
bright.
play a new dungeon with
And
just
there are
Gavin.
whispers that it
What, 'cause he
portends the
doesn't explain
resurrection of Midgard's
He
sword.
doesn't explain the dungeon. And it's like, I don't know, just dodge the shit. But then there's like,
That's
fucking,
But what do I dodge?
it's like, okay,
Full many times
but
have I gazed upon the
what do
dragon's
these
corpse
faces
still
do?
wound around
And he's
the
like, oh, they do
ivories,
nothing, just ignore
and
them.
wondered how
But
different
they
our
literally
lives
just
if it
tell
had
you,
lived
they
to
go,
plague the skies.
Yeah, those
I do
faces
not
are where
know.
the AoEs are gonna
And I do
hit.
not
Stand
wish to
out
know,
of the
nor does
squares that the
any
faces
son
are
of
in.
Ishgard. Yet the
Why
mere
didn't you say that?
presence of Dravanian forces is not
Get
Yeah,
absolutely
sent
baited,
knights
nerd.
to Mordor,
Holy moly.
theologians say.
See,
As I told you
Derek can
before,
explain dungeons.
We
Yeah,
have
Derek will
time
go,
to
okay,
finish the story. Alright, this
I
is
don't really
what
remember
this-
this one, but I'll shout it out as it comes. I go, okay.
But we do.
It's like, yeah, it's like, as I remember
So
this,
you
I'll tell
intervene
you.
on our behalf
It's like,
if
fair
we
enough.
agree to
I'm not
watch
expecting you
over
to
the
remember every
keeper
single
of the
thing about it.
lake.
That's every single dungeon. You're not Dallas.
Do you accept?
No idea how
Bro,
Dallas does that,
bro.
by the way.
Plays a lot.
Temple of
Yeah.
Quorum?
I do.
Fuck Temple of Corn.
I
The
will
greatest
see that you
dungeon
are
in
kept
the-
abreast of any development. I
JG.
regret that we could not come to a similar
Oh,
agreement on
Temple
other
of Corn.
matters, but
All
I
my
understand
homies
that
love
you are
Temple.
not at liberty to make
No.
such decisions.
No.
You don't.
Trust me, you
What?
don't love Temple of
Excuse me?
Nevertheless,
What?
I hope that what we have accomplished
The
here today will
druid
serve
just
to
jumped
demonstrate
like
to your
10 feet in the
countrymen
air.
that we can work together towards a
Hello?
Is
common
he in
goal.
deer form?
Mayhap one
Yeah,
day we
why?
shall
Does
look
it
back
give
Yeah,
on
you-
that's
this moment
deer form's wild
as the
charge. You
first
jump
step
20
towards a
feet.
united
Oh,
Eorzea.
really? I had no
Yeah.
idea. I was
Yeah.
like, excuse me?
Mayhap we shall.
Yeah,
What
it
in the world?
doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. Yeah, I do
Alright,
that.
this is where I head up.
Yeah,
What?
I do that.
What is the
Yeah,
meaning
Paisano.
of this?
Peace out,
You
Paisano.
Bye,
See you,
Matt.
Nick. See you, Evan.
The caravan, my lord. It's been
God,
attacked.
what a beauty. Matthew Pizzo.
It was Ice Heart, my
Literally.
lord.
Such a fucking
What?
love that
Boy,
guy.
By the
Truly.
fury! All our precautions were for naught?
I just realized earlier today that my Vivify also splash heals. So so I'm like, holy moly, bro, imagine. Also, like, all of my laundry got done by Jenna today because she's like, I'm bored as fuck, Nick, can I do your laundry? And I'm of course gonna say, yeah, sure, Brady, knock yourself out. You wanna do
No,
my laundry? Go
laundry
for
is
it.
mine.
Dude, it's mine. So I'm like, sure, go for it. So all my laundry's done. My room is clean, dude. Oh, you love to
Nice.
see it. You
Now
love
that
to
one I don't
see
believe.
it. Dude, I will send you pictures. I will send you pictures, sir. I already sent Dan pictures.
Look,
Yeah.
you'd be amazed how low my standard for clean is.
I was talking to Dan because Dan's probably the person who's like most like, Nick, clean your goddamn room. You're an animal. So I was talking to him today because, oh, by the way, I got accepted to you.
Hell yeah, congrats, Nicky.
Thank you. So I told Dan that because I was talking to him, just catching up, like, hey, we're looking at houses. Got accepted to university, my room's clean, right? And he goes, I'll believe it when I see it. So I had to go take a picture for him. Man, Dan, Sean, and Pizzo are probably my most wholesome friends, I think.
Now here's what you gotta do. Every month, say that your room is clean and send Dan the exact same picture.
He's gonna catch on, bro.
Catch on. You gotta see how long.
The
bro.
man is gonna catch on eventually.
Oh, obviously, but you gotta see how long it takes.
You don't dispel abilities. We're gonna get fucking ching done. So I need people doing their business. Legato Whisperwind.
Elgato Whisperwind? That's crazy. They
God.
released a new capture
Oh,
card
professional
called
Shadowlands
Whisperwind.
Master. Whoa, dude, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
Fuck.
You can get 3 to 4 pieces of leather off of one mob in a... What in the world? This guy looted, like... I want to say a solid, like, 60 desolate leather from one pull. What
I'm
in
gonna
the
need all
mother?
the leather you can get me, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing leatherworking.
Okay, because I have, like, a whole stack.
Pog.
However, I have no characters that are skinners, so all of that was bought off the auction house, which means that is a finite resource from me.
Well, yeah, I can give you all my fucking cloth for it too, because I don't
Oh.
have cloth.
Pog. This guy fucking ran onto me with a. But yeah, Pog champ deal.
Hell yeah.
Gladly trade that. Here, I'll make you a deal because I already made you the bags and stuff, so it's not like I have anything to trade. Give me all of your cloth, and then I will match it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Match. Yeah, I'm doing enchanting on my monk. It's because it's hella useful to have as in the guild.
I'm doing leather working because this is my class is leather.
Nice.
That's it.
It's a fair enough reason.
I love No Man's Sky. I just got the upgraded warp drive for the first time, Nikki.
Oh yeah?
Holy shit, it's amazing. I go to one of the upgraded galaxies, and you know how there's the oxygen and sodium deposits, like the little flowers?
Yeah.
You know how normally they come in like packs of 2 or 3?
Sure.
After the first upgrade, they come in packs of like 30.
Oh really?
So I just sat harvesting oxygen for like 2 seconds and got like 300.
That's pretty thick.
So, yo.
Oh. I'm kind of getting slapped in the dungeon.
I'm trying to actually pass my, I'm trying to actually beat the story of the game because I just didn't do it on my first character.
Oh yeah?
And now I did a new character with Harley to show him like how to play and shit.
Right.
And I'm like, I might as well actually finish the story now.
Ew, that axe looks so gross. Ew. I think it's a strength. Whew. Well, Evan, if you ever find yourself playing World of Warcraft, we have a guild going to join us. It's just us as a group here.
Mm-hmm.
We figured it'd be more fun that way.
Yeah, makes sense.
Round 1. Yeah, as a healer, I found it's more beneficial to just like spam dungeons to level, just because they instant queue pop. So, been doing that, Ty.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave queue actually. Pop a melatonin, and then I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Gotta love pulling out the blicky on some animals, you know what I mean?
I don't. But I will laugh anyways.
Harvest living pearl. Do I gotta?
Sounds like you might gotta.
Fuck. I don't wanna, but I guess I will.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong planet.
That's not good.
Correct. This is the planet that I want to be on.
I'm getting PM'd by Dallas.
Mhm.
And of course it's like borderline hentai shit.
Of course.
And he then goes, by the way, I got 2 heroic weapons. You'll love to see it. Hell yeah, boy. Yo, Ty, do you want to do dungeons with me?
Not right now.
Okay. Let's go to the mall today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe.
So what class is this? Is this white mage?
Yeah, I play white mage.
Like White Mage. White Mage is fun. What level are you?
I am level 53.
Ooh, you're just getting to the good shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm level 57, so ha, pog. Oh, sorry, you're streaming. Can't say that.
No, it's fine. I don't think there's...
No, Nick just thinks it's banned.
Yeah.
Well, it's illegal, is what it is.
Yeah. Just
Sure.
just like kicking a bear in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord knows you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know what this country's coming to.
Not allowed to say pog, not allowed to kick a bear in the face. I don't...
Liberals everywhere, man, I tell you. I have been seeing a lot of bear tanks lately. Look at this one, Ty.
I think that's the same one I have. Yeah, that's the same one I have.
Oh, just a different color?
No, it's the same one I have. He's just not using his cooldowns.
Oh. I see.
Watch, you'll see him turn brown if he ever uses his cooldowns. Unless there's a way to turn that off. Might be possible. But yeah, that's classic.
Whoa! Everyone but me is a druid in this dungeon. Whoa. Literally one of each druid, holy moly.
A boomkin, a feral, and
Sounds like someone needs to switch classes.
Wait, what do you mean? Aren't you the healer?
Yeah, look at my icons.
Yeah.
It's one of each icon.
You're, Oh, there's no healing one.
No. Just for whatever reason, one of them is generic druid, one of them is boomkin, one of them is feral, and one of them is tank guardian. Ah. Stay with me, damn it. I'm so good, bro. Holy mo- Just kidding, I'm actually very average. But I saved them, so I'm good. Pog, average, pog.
Don't worry. Healers don't have to be good.
Oh, sorry, you're streaming. My bad, man.
No, the whole thing
My
with
bad, bruh.
the whole thing with Pog and Pog Champ.
Dude, what are you doing right now, man?
Dude, it's
relax,
fine.
anti-Semite. Holy moly.
Do you know what actually happened?
Yeah, it's
or
illegal,
why?
dude.
No, it's not
Yes,
illegal.
Yeah, I know exactly. Don't worry, he knows what happened. He's just mean.
All right.
Alright.
All right.
no. There's so many AoEs, bro. What do I do?
Don't stand in them.
No.
Yeah, I
True,
feel like I'm the only
true.
one in this dungeon who thinks like that. It is actually ridiculous that monks have an execute move. I think it's so dumb. I mean, I'm not complaining because, you know, being a monk healer, being able to just execute something for like 16k damage is pretty wild. But, what? Whoppa! Oh, I didn't have my nameplates turned on. That's bad.
Oof.
I was leveling up this character without nameplates, bro. What am I doing?
That's pretty cringe, bro.
That's... Whoa, bro! You're supposed to cringe, bro.
True.
Oh.
I think you're posting cringe.
I can't believe I did that.
Wild.
Take my Pog Champ pin away. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You know what word is banned on Twitch though?
Oh, I think I know. I think I know where this is going. I have a guess. I don't know if anyone's gonna like it, but I think I know. So Evan, you play D&D with Zoe, right? If I'm correct.
We haven't in a while, but yeah, we were.
Cool. Apparently everyone moved away or something. Like everyone just got too busy.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. You hate to see it.
Yeah. We were all getting busier with school. A couple other issues were happening.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I know that story.
Yeah.
I know that song and dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
I really hate to see it. But, yeah, I was also starting to just get burnt out from running it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm
burnout. Yeah.
I'm starting to feel the drive again. I'm starting to look into modules and other just D&D stuff in general. So I might start running something again soon.
Have you considered doing homebrew?
I've thought about it, but I want to get better at just the game itself before I actually write something.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like, I am writing some stuff on the side, but I've officially played in like half of one campaign and ran 1.5 campaigns. So, like, obviously, you're not supposed to know all the rules by heart, but
right.
Like, I was making simple mistakes that I should have at least checked beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the growth of DM. Like, when I first started DMing, it was not the most kosher experience because, you know, you're just new to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I have had the burnout before. I should probably preface I am as well. I've had the burnout before. It's not a fun feeling. It is a little bit more work to homebrew, but I feel like if you give that a try, you'll have some of the most fun you've ever had. Especially if you have like really engaged players, because they will just like take your story and just sail with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other issue, which I'm not sure how to deal with, was doing it online.
Yeah,
because
that's a hard one.
Yeah, but that was something that we started doing before the pandemic because one of the players moved like out of town, but they didn't want to stop playing. So for a while, it was just them on the computer, which I set up at the end of the table, that the rest of us were playing on, which had its own issues, but were mostly manageable. And then when we switched to fully online because of the pandemic, at least for... I honestly felt better. Like, I felt more concentrated, more engaged with what I was doing it all online. But I know for at least a few of the players that they definitely prefer in-person D&D to the point.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
To the point
I
where they
understand.
really weren't giving online a fair shake, considering it was the only way we could do it for a while.
I can see why that kind of like super add to your burnout.
Yeah. But yeah, I am getting reinterested.
It's good, man. I think it's the best game in the world. I don't think I've ever played a game with a bunch of friends that I've had a more fun time with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Have you ever played Monopoly?
I mean, Monopoly's
not
pretty
since you
good.
looked up the meta.
Never look up a meta of Monopoly. I respect Monopoly too much.
Is
Yeah,
there
so
a
you're telling me
meta
you
for
don't know
Monopoly?
the way that you would there's like the whole meme about the one way to win at every game of Monopoly.
What the
And,
fuck is wrong with
if
people?
you look at it,
don't
Monopoly will
know
be... Okay, pal. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, homie.
I don't.
Uh-huh.
Look,
I think if there's anyone on this
I'd
planet
never
who would
ruin
know
a
it's
game
you.
that I respect that much.
I respect the
refuse
game
to
too much.
I refuse to min-max games I respect. That's why I min-max Genshin.
Tyler Carpenter, are you saying that you have not looked up the meta for Monopoly? You know what, Nicholas? I'm ashamed you even suggested that. I respect the game too much.
Exactly.
Are you taking performance-enhancing drugs?
Maybe just a little bit of Adderall, but I promise that it's not recreational.
Oh yeah. That's so funny. Donald says to me one day, he's like, yeah, maybe I think I need Adderall. I'm like, whoa, okay, hold on. Like, where is this coming from? He goes, sometimes when I do my homework, I just like fade out and don't pay attention to it. I'm like, yeah, dude, so does everyone, bro. What the hell? What the hell are you talking about?
Every once in a while I go, I think I genuinely have ADHD. Maybe I need to like go see a doctor. And then I was like, no, that I'd lose my fun. You know what I mean? Then I'd just be boring square. Fucking, how was the weather today, sir? Boring. Why would I ever want that? Literally never want that. You know what I mean?
I don't
These
know.
druids are absolutely pumped. Like, I don't know.
No, they're
I
not.
don't know how, bro. That boss fight that I just did lasted a solid 20 seconds.
To be fair though, druids do pump. Like, every druid class does fucking damage, except for bear. But besides bear, every druid class does damage. They pump.
Like this boomkin is absolutely spanked. Oh, he's geared. Geared already. Holy.
Better explain it.
You know, like that boss fight lasted 30 seconds. What in the world is going on?
Look, druids pump.
Druids do pumping.
And they're sick.
And they're sick.
How is something simultaneously so cool, so easy, and pumps so fucking hard?
Druids.
I mean, specifically Boomkin, but
Yeah, Boomkin.
yeah, take out the hard part or take out the easy part and.
Oh, it's funny. You
down.
genuinely confused Donald today when you were like, "Yeah, it's fucking super hard." He's like, "Bro, do I tell him?" Like, he knows, buddy. He knows.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's what I used to play. That's what I played when I first got into the game.
It's a really nice stat.
If you first got into the game, Boomkin is exactly what I'd recommend because it's just brain dead easy. But
I gotta put it on. It's too good not to. Plus 38 intellect. Whoa. Don't mind if I do.
Do not mind if I do.
Absolutely crazy. Gruggy is now the leader of your.
Look, all I'm saying is flock.
I will do dungeons with these two people until they get off, because as long as they want to continue playing with me, they'll pump, and then boss fights will be 30 seconds. Easy. Easy.
1 minute long dungeon.
Easy.
Oh, he left the instance group. Never mind.
Oof.
Fuck. Tragic, bro.
Unfortunate.
I had a shot at getting carried throughout a bunch of dungeons.
Flocker.
Fuck. Hey. Looks like that. And God. I'm gonna get at least 48 tonight. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I forgot I took a melatonin, so I'm about to like the floor soon.
Man's about to fucking drop.
The man's about to drop the sickest album of 2021.
Yeah, he's about to drop fire.
Bars.
Bars.
Bro, your strength is out of this world.
No. I promise it's in this world.
I promise, dude. Do you see who's gonna be in the new Doctor Strange movie that's coming out this year?
There's a new Doctor Strange movie coming out?
Yeah, it's gonna be a horror movie.
Oh, Paul. Isn't it?
Tobey Maguire.
Oh!
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, all the Spider-Mans, huh?
And Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yep. What MCU character does Ryan Reynolds play? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Unless it's just like if it's Ryan Reynolds just walking by the camera, I feel like that would be the biggest troll move.
Just walks
But it would be
by,
so
waves.
funny. Imagine Deadpool just walks by and like no one says anything about it. Oh,
That'd
be so
that'd be
funny.
pretty. That'd be pretty good.
So funny. Holy moly.
Now I just hope that's what they do with it.
That'd be cool. There were rumors that it was
What
gonna
if
be
he doesn't
rated
even
R,
wait?
but
He
I don't-
just walks by.
yeah, he just walks
like,
by.
He's in the background, fully suited as fucking Deadpool, just walking by.
I mean,
Like groceries in each hand.
pretty
He
much-
checks his watch. Okay.
Not even that, just continues walking.
He crosses through the background, hops into a taxi, and leaves.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can see that the taxi's the taxi driver.
Yeah, of course.
There's two now, right? Yeah,
Yeah, they're trying to make a third, I believe.
well, they're going to. I don't get that at all.
Yeah. I mean, anything with Deadpool in it is gonna be rated M.
Not if he just
What if
walks
he's
by.
not in it? Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Man's not in it in any meaningful way.
That would really.
I
That
don't know, I
would
think it'd be
suck
hilarious.
considering.
I think that'd be hilarious.
What else would Ryan Reynolds do?
Just walk by, that's it.
The classic wipe once, guy leaves happen,
Ooh.
God.
and it's his fault he died.
No pog.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You love to see it.
You gotta love it. you know, you just gotta.
Oh, this dude's bear is. What in the heck?
You're gonna ask him about it.
What do heck?
Gotta ask him about it.
Said it. My job. Y'all remember John?
Oh god. Here's the question, Nick. Do I kill Space Bay or do I fucking keep her alive and make her insanely depressed?
Nah, you kill her.
Is that another bear?
Yep. I don't know what's going on with
It has to be because it's just so easy to level as them. Because they're not good right now.
Yeah. I don't see it being anything like crazy.
Because they're insanely easy to level as.
Why am I the only one interrupting? You can still wipe an LFR, boys.
Because you're Pog.
Poog, poog, poog. I get a message from Dallas on Battle.net. All caps, let me in. Buddy, I can't let you in this dungeon.
In any other context, the random message, all caps, let me in, is a little spooky.
Get me.
Let me in.
Capital G-T.
Get me in.
Me in!
Spinny, 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 spinny.
That's a bit less spooky, but...
What about a text from a number you don't recognize that says I'm inside?
I'd say thank God. Extract the target.
Well, it's been fun hanging with you guys. I've had a couple of late nights though, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, man.
See you later, man.
We'll see ya.
Yeah. See ya. That was fun. Alright. Let's see. Let's see who's else is live to raid. Patience playing the new Scott Pilgrim game. Eugene's playing Hollow Knight. Sure. Let's raid Eugene. Thank you everybody for hanging out. All the lurkers in chat. Always appreciated. Thank you for all the new follows. Nothing tomorrow because tomorrow's my break day, but we will see. We'll see how I'm feeling Sunday. But probably not. We'll see. Might change my mind by then. Alright. Have a good night, everybody.
I only care about the one.